Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, gang? What's happening, people? It's your boy, Prototype Virgo, back with another live reaction to One Piece, chapter 1046. I'm glad we get into it. I'm glad there was no break. And we can get right into the thick of things. So far, since all we got to be seen. That's fine. What up? They call me one view short. No, I'm flying. But yeah, man. Last week was interesting. I was severely under the weather, so I couldn't really react in the manner that I would normally have liked to. But that's okay. That's okay. Your boy still persevered. Your boy still got it done. And we there. What up, yo, Megalo? But today I got a lot more energy. I'm ready to go and be drinking a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Be drinking a little bit. And I'm going to get more into it today. And I was happy that I was able to join Brago's stream for the first time in a long time. Got to talk with my brother some One Piece and about alpha males and shit. Which I don't really get too often because since we both have two different YouTube channels, we both do the same content, we both stream around the same time, it's damn near impossible for us to ever get together. So that was a lot of fun, to be honest, to be able to get with the homies. That being said, we back at it. Depending on how this chapter goes and how I'm feeling after a few drinks, I do plan on having a discussion today. Get it? But yeah. Thanks, man. I'm doing good. What up, Ephraim? Good evening, brother. Also, your boy's an Elden Lord. I was able to be Elden Ring. I'm sorry I didn't stream it, y'all. But your boy's an Elden Lord. And I'm probably going to start a new game plus this weekend. That game is fire. That's all I'm going to say. Very frustrating, but very fire. You know? You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man. I think I should no longer waste any more time. And I should get right into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. And me a thick ass bitch. I'm running through her cheeks. Alright. Let's get to it. I'm not even going to cap. I'm not even going to lie. I'm over here looking at the title of this week's chapter. I'm expecting a lot of mid. I'm expecting a lot of mid. Just from the title alone. But we gonna see. We gonna see. Cheers. Uncle Paul. Also, let me know, does the mic sound good? Because I've done some adjustments, and I was sounding pretty good in Brago's stream. I think the mic sounds better now. Just let me know if it's too staticky or too loud or just overwhelmingly loud. But yeah, man, let's get into it. Here's Ersky. Chapter 1046. Raizo. Raizo, my boy. That's why I said the sound mid. Raizo? Come on. Wow. German 66 is Cold-Blooded Voyage Volume 9. A pair of intruders on Pudding's turf. Chocolate Town. I would assume it's the other two German siblings. I could be wrong. There's been a rumor going around that the Blackbeard pirates are going to invade Whole Cake Island. Not sure how on board I am with that, but could be something interesting. And as you know, every single week these chapters are brought to us by the wonderful TCB Scans. Follow TCB Scans at TCB Scans on Twitter. Follow TCB Scans at the same tag on Instagram as well. They bring us these chapters every week in early, and it's beautiful. And also, shout out to Nami and Luffy with the black hat cats, with the black tats, and a couple gats. Let's get it. What should I call that last move? Gomu Gomu knows something. Kaido has a question. Dum dum dee dum 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 dee dum 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 dee dum 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 dee dum dum. Just tell me one thing. Pant. Who the hell are you? Nani? Luffy, bitch. How nostalgic. That rhythm. Doom da da. Joy Boy. Hey! Joy Boy! It's as if you're right there. How exhilarating. This all feels like fate. I can't help but think, that we should put our faith in this boy. Who? Me? I'm Monkey D. Luffy. The man who's gonna surpass you and become king of the pirates. With a dime. Glad to see you still got that big mouth, Straw Hat. We call this an awakening. Your mind and body are finally able to harness the potential of your ability. And what a ridiculous power it is. I've lost a lot in this war. My men, my castle, everything I've built here. But I suppose the same is true for you. I'm not through yet. I'm taking everything back that you've stolen, no matter what. Goddamn! Oof! Gundari meteor shower. Damn, Kaido! What's shit, brother? How you really feel? Kind of a raw ass technique. He's pummeling his ass. Ayo. Pause. Damn it! He cracking him right back. Damn. You can see his fucking fist in Kaido. Like, for real. Huh. Shit. Cracking his ass. Huh? Cough. Cough. Pant, pant. For fumes to reach up here, the whole castle must have gone up in flames. That means thousands of your men are trapped in the inferno below. They're going to roast to death. I left everything that's happening down there to them. I've got nothing to worry about other than sending you flying. Do your thing, brother. Do your thing, brother. Devastating gust. I'm screaming. That nigga Luffy said, hold up. Not my family jewels, playboy. Hey, Kaido dirty as hell going for my nigga nuts. Kaido really going for the family jewels, bro? That's what we doing now? I guess it's a pirate fight, but goddamn. Okay. Alright. No! Don't pan away! Don't pan away! Don't pan away. Fuck. Live floor. Dome interior. Put it out. It's not just the castle. All the towers are going up as well, going ablaze. Nami, you're okay. What do we do now? I'm a bitch ass nigga. The fire won't go out. Chopper. I can't find Zoro, Sanji, Frankie, Usopp, Robin, Brooke, or Jinbe. I think they might still be trapped. Seriously? But how can we reach them? Onigashima is basically a giant pyre right now. Even here isn't safe. There's nowhere to run unless we find a way to land. Zeus, what about your rain? A flame this big would just eat me up. Basement castle interior. It's no use. We're surrounded. There's no escape. Damn it all. First floor. Beppo is so useless, bro. Beppo has got to be one of the worst right hands in the entire series. Good God. You're being a real pain, Beppo. Youch! It's hot. Pet, pet. This might be it. I don't think we're going to make it. Captain, save us! Boo. The basement. My lord, how awful. You must have suffered a lot to end up like this. No, I'm not a burned up corpse here. We have to find a way to get everyone outside. There may not be one. Pleasure Hall, left brain tower. Whoa, no good. Even if we get outside, the garden is gone. Basement. EBB! It's a mild burn. Man up. Break the wall already before we both die. Who cares if it costs you an arm? A poo bogus ass. Bogus ass. EB? There's no point in having a big body if you don't use it. EBB. What, you want to go, you bastard? Basement. Leave the green star. Sprinkler. What? You're wasting your energy, sir. Is that Fortrix? Shut up. I've got to do something. I've made a promise to Izo. I'm going to save King, Kiku, and myself to boot. Don't forget about me, sir. There's so much going on. I'm not gonna lie, this chapter's kind of lame, man. I'm not done yet. I'll keep going. Right brain tower. I mean, I know I need exposition. I know I need to know where everyone's at. But like, fuck. God damn. Can we not go to every character who's like, we're on fire! We're on fire! Like, nigga, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Right brain tower. This fire is getting out of hand. Which way am I even meant to go? I gotta find Chopper soon, or Zoro's not gonna make it. Oof. Save us, big bro! We're gonna burn to death before that. Keep whining like a bunch of wigglers and I'll burn you myself. First floor, castle interior. It is ready, Jinbe Dono. I am truly grateful that you agreed to put your faith in me. Luffy decided to ally with you, samurai. How could I possibly doubt you? Now, let's go. Right. Here's Raizo. Finally. Chapter named after the man I ain't seen him the whole time. The feeling is mutual. I believe in you as well. Ever since that day, I swore I would never be unprepared. Wah! Toki-sama! Momonosuke-sama! Yori-sama! Back then, I couldn't even protect my lord, Odin-sama. Meanwhile, Momonosuke-sama and the rest of his family almost burned in his castle. Despite my ninjutsu, I was able to protect any of them. I could never make up for their failure. And how you was bitching in the pot. You forget that, my nigga? It's hot! It's hot! It's Zo. Inu Arashi. What is that rain? It's Zunisha washing itself. What an insane amount of water. May I take some? What? I will now allow the men who bravely joined our raid to die to a mere fire. Sorry for the delay, everyone. Prepare to be doused with an unbelievable supply of water. Ninpo! Skuro skuro jutsu! Nin nin nin! Elephanto bath! Restoration? And it hit Jinbe? How immense. Water heart. Okay, I know it's called Raizo, but I'm already knowing this nigga Jinbe is the reason this is going down, because that nigga Jinbe is a dog. Jinbe is a dog. Been different. Best straw hat, been different. Fishman Jiu-Jitsu. Ocean current shoulder throw. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You love to see it. You love to see it, Jinbe. Doing real nigga shit. Always. Martin Luther Jinbe always comes through. Always comes through. I ain't gonna lie. The water current look like a penis. But I ain't even finna go there right now. Third floor. Another dead end. We're done for, BB-san. Like hell. After that battle, I won't let us lose to a lousy fire. Who started all these flames anyway? Huh? Here comes the waterworks. Here comes the waterworks. Ugh. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. Ugh. I'm sorry. I had a moment. Go. Flood every corner of the castle. Please don't be late. May the water of Zo rescue our comrades. Fire. This chapter long as a bitch. I thought I would have reached the final panel by now. So much random exposition is crazy. First floor. Let me down. A fire. Shout out to Killer. Come on, this is the least you can let us do for you, Killer-san. A fire. Ow, hot. What do we do? There's nowhere left to go. Huh? Why is everything quaking suddenly? Water? We're saved. Hurry, Momonosuke-kun. What? Why? Kaido is still alive. He's at his limit. Yeah. He won't be able to sustain his flame clouds much longer. It's up to you now. You need to make clouds strong enough to hold Onigashima. This was always our only option. What? Nani? Nani? Crackle. I know my nigga not holding lightning bolts. I know my nigga Luffy is not holding lightning bolts. Okay. 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 Onigashima is about to fall. Sheesh. Okay. That was fire. That's clean. Rubber holding lightning. Interesting. That's clean. And the smile while you finna crack them too, I like to see it. Taking the future into their own hands. One Piece will return in Shonen Jump with a color spread. I don't really understand how he can hold a lightning bolt, but it's fucking cool. It's fucking cool. And to be honest, this chapter kind of wasn't it. I enjoyed the ending. I enjoyed the ending in the beginning. A little bit of Jinbe love. But I'm not a huge fan of this chapter. I'm not. It's my own fault. As the last couple of chapters, I was expecting more. It's my own fault. But I thought the amount of exposition that we got was far too much. Far too much. Far too much. Like, we had 10 to 15 panels of essentially nothing. When there's so much going on, that there's so much that could have been talked about. 10 to 15 panels of essentially nothing. That was pretty upsetting. I'm not a mangaka. I can't write this shit, so kudos to him. Kudos to all mangaka. But it was like, come on. You gotta know that this is very boring to read, oh, we're on fire, oh, we're on fire, oh, we're on fire. How many times can you drive the nail into the wood? How many? I don't know. That's just my thoughts. I'm sorry? Wait, what? You can't see anything? Wait, what? I'm not visible? My setup look good. Wait, y'all can't see me? Are y'all serious? Or it's got to be seen? Got to be seen. I think you're the only one who can't see me, bro. Got to be seen. Either you're drunk or you legitimately can't see me. I think I'm fine. I think you might. I think you're the one. Your setup is tweaking, brother. Thanks, gang. I can see my setup. I'm definitely visible. Oh my God, guy. This man. Anyway. I said, I didn't say y'all were spoiling. Why not do that? Yeah, Toddy. Um, damn. I don't know. This chapter was interesting for a lot of reasons. I think I will do a discussion today. I will be honest, I'm a bit disappointed this week. But I'll get some guys in here. We'll talk about it for a little bit. For un smidget. Dog said we had Beppo though. How exquisite. You know? Yeah, I'm not. Don't hate me for this, y'all. I just wasn't like into the chapter this week. It just wasn't raw, and I can't fake the funk. That's just not me. It's just not me. I don't function that way, and I can't function that way, and I won't function that way, and I never will. If I don't. It didn't move me. I didn't hate the chapter, but it didn't move me. I love Jinbe, and I'm glad Jinbe got some shine, but that's cool. Yeah, Lost Crew is atrocious. Lost Crew is dog shit. From Jean Bart all the way to Seichi and Penguin. Terrible. And Beppo is just yuck. 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 And a half. Pretty bad, pretty bad, pretty bad. Pretty ass. I really don't understand how Luffy is holding lightning, but I hope that gets explained, or attempts to. Raizo finally mattered. Raizo hasn't mattered since he was safe, so I guess so. Raizo hasn't really mattered since he was safe, so. Oh my God. Thank you, Jesus. I understand full well Oda explaining how the fire will be dealt with. You could have done that with just the panel of Raizo and Jinbe without showing everybody, I'm at a dead end. I'm at a dead end. You two, I'm at a dead end. We're all at dead ends for like 15 fucking panels. Are you kidding? Are you serious? I know I sound like a stickler. I'm sorry. I sound like a stickler. I sound like a nitpicker. But for 15 odd panels of talking about the fire, bro, that is so whack. That is so whack. So whack. And you can't tell me otherwise, bro. You can't. It's disturbing how whack it is. I'm sending a link out. Oh boy. You wanna get in? You wanna get in, guy? We can talk. We can chat. We'll definitely have a chat. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on the chapter because it really just wasn't it for me, man. It really just wasn't. Sorry, big dog. What's good, Toddy?
I am Melania, Blade of Nika.
Blade of Hey, first of all, Melania fucked me up.
Oh my god,
So
bro!
many
It's just that one move. It's the one move
combo
where she jumps to the backside of you and starts slashing you up from behind.
The triple combo, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, she beat me over 90 times. But I was
She
like,
didn't beat me that
to
bad.
like fighting this bitch.
Bro, I love the way she pronounced her name though. Like every time I died was so.
It was cool.
Blade of Nika. I love that shit. Mm-hmm. What do you think of Radon?
Radon was a hoe.
Radon sexually assaulted me for 2 weeks.
Radon was a hoe, bro.
I gave up on the game and came back.
Patch.
Yeah, I did. I beat him after the patch.
I beat him after the patch. That nigga was tough. Every time that nigga turned into a meteor, bro, it was raps.
Bruh, I was starstruck.
I ain't gonna cap you. I had to bring a couple homies in.
No shit.
I did.
That's weak, bruh.
I am.
Come on, there's no honor. You ain't beat the shit yet.
I had to bring a couple.
You ain't even beat it yet.
I'm gonna fight him by myself in New Game Plus.
All right.
Yeah, I got
That's
fucked up. But what up, gotta be saying?
All right, I gotta go.
You gotta go? Oh
yeah, I gotta be seeing.
Oh, no, you just being petty.
I'm just fucking up.
Yeah, man. Toddy, what are your thoughts on the chapter, man? I'm curious. I'm mad curious.
Why do you ask me this?
Because I mean, I kind of feel like we actually have the same mindset for once.
I was actually surprised that you were fair with this chapter. To be honest, okay. I thought you were going to eat up the first part of the chapter in the end, but so much of it was focused on these niggas running away from the fire, and the fire has never been like that compelling of a plot point to focus. And I don't know, I just feel like it should have been resolved before Luffy awakened. It should have, because it just fucks up the pacing.
Like, how dare you waste? I say, how dare you? I sound very pretentious. just so much wasted dialogue on hi, I can't get past the fire. I can't get past the fire. I can't get past the fire.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Facts. Hey, hold up. Toddy, don't make me come in with the top rope elbow. Don't make me do it.
Oh, God.
Can you get
now,
on
how
the
you
top
been,
rope,
man?
nigga?
How y'all been?
I'm doing
Actually,
good, man.
yes.
I'm doing much better.
I've been on that sober tip, man. I've been on my exercise thing, man, trying to get my mind and body right.
What?
I dig it. Me
Good shit. Tell Virgo.
I drink and I play basketball. It is what it is.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it a buck though. I have broke down like in the last like 3 days. I did smoke me a ski like 2-3 days back, but
that's life.
I'm doing good. Like I'm doing good, but at the same time, sometimes you need something to clear your mind.
I ain't mad at it.
No, that's an addict.
Yo, what's good? What's good?
What's good with you?
Oh, so we got somebody. Now I know Madara like
all
this.
Right, hold on. Can I?
So now we got a different
off?
viewpoint.
So what's going on?
I want to go off on this one. I like this chapter, and I want to like kind of like be real with you. How I want to see if y'all take it the same kind of way. I think that every time we saw all these people running around like they couldn't get the fuck out, all it did was emphasize the fact that if Raizo hadn't have been there with like the setup that he had prepared, and if Jinbe did not have the skill that he had, pretty much everybody else would have been roasted because no other powerhouse was there to do shit.
That is not true at all.
Every one of the panels.
Okay,
that is not true at all.
Now listen, though that
I'm trying to justify the fact that I'm a Jinbe fan. I'm a Jinbe stan, and we finally got a Jinbe win. So like,
you've been with me for years. I love Jinbe, and I seen him getting his shine was cool, but leading up to it was whacked in a bitch.
What's wrong?
That was also not the only option. There were several. First of all, the line about Zeus not being able to put out the fire because it was too hot was just bullshit. I think like Oda knew that people were going to wonder why can't Zeus put out the fire, and he just put that line in there. If you ever seen like wildfires, they ride helicopters over the shit and splash water on it. Like there's no, and this is wildfires that cover entire forests. Like there's no way it was too hot for that. Not only that, but you got a gigantic elephant that would probably have no problem shooting water up there and putting that fire out as well. So there was a couple of options.
Yeah, I'm with Chatty. I mean, when I say Chatty, with Toddy. I'm with Toddy. I do think it would have been cooler if Momo ordered Zunisha to put out the fire. Because he's right. I mean, as Toddy is saying, he's literally right there. You can't tell me he can't shoot it from that distance. But does it also make sense that Raizo had a scroll? Yes.
No.
He's a scroll ninja. He's a scroll ninja.
Hold on. I got
this nigga put Lake Michigan in the scroll.
All right, name one person who's up right now that could have put the fucking fires out, honestly, up there on Onigashima.
Hold on. Let's not get sidetracked.
Part of the Straw Hats, because essentially the whole setup was Luffy said, I can leave it to them talking about the crew. Who the fuck from the crew besides Jinbe was up then? Like real.
I think
Zanisha could have did it though.
Everybody's missing my gripe.
Well, what's your gripe?
My issue is in with how they put that out. I thought that was phenomenal. I thought Raizo and Jinbe doing it was good. The problem that I'm currently having is why is there so much build up to it? Why do I need to know that everyone is trapped? We know everyone's fucking trapped. It's a fucking flaming building. I understand that.
I think it was more emphasizing the severity of the situation.
We been knew that. We knew that. When Yamato had to freeze the bombs, we knew that.
Yeah, to Virgo's point,
the last chapter of
Hold on, God.
Hold on, bro. Because Oda has been kind of meandering with certain plot points. So I do understand Virgo's frustration. And it was like, one, we already know Raizo was a scroll ninja. We saw him revert Kaido's blast breath back to him when they very first got up to the roof. So we've already known that this is within his arsenal. So it was like, I agree. The pacing was kind of thrown off by what was it, like 3 or 4 pages? It was like, we didn't need 4 pages for this.
Which was upsetting.
Yeah, it was over 50% of the chapter.
Exactly, we didn't need that. So I agree with Virgo.
That's my only gripe. And it hurt
Can I explain my gripe with it?
Most certainly.
Go ahead.
Okay. One issue I have with it is I really like consistencies with my stories. I like where power or magic systems are set up, and you stick to those rules. Because anytime I notice that the rules break, I have a hard time, suspending my sense of disbelief. And it happened twice this chapter. It's happening when clearly that Luffy's got Gear 5th mode has an ability to where his body molds into impacts now, which Kaido is certainly using Haki, which is supposed to negate devil fruits, and that doesn't make sense. But also, that scroll, if it was Unisha's water that it's been shooting up, was seawater. And when seawater interacts with a devil fruit, it's supposed to negate the effects of that devil fruit. So the fact that he can, and his Raizo's ability is a devil fruit. It's not ninjutsu. It's actually a devil fruit. It was confirmed in SBS. So the fact that he could store something that's supposed to negate devil fruits with his devil fruit and then shoot it out made no sense to me.
I didn't even think about that.
Well, something about that though is
What's up? This is this.
it's any water though. It's any body of water that they get into
hold
above
on.
knee level.
I want to follow up.
It takes away their powers. It doesn't matter if it's seawater. It could be fresh water. As long as it's above knee level, it will take away their powers. It's not even it takes away their powers. It drains their stamina.
Well, but it doesn't.
Like
but it
if
doesn't
someone
mean
has
that you
an
can't
ability.
use your fruit in the body of water.
It's not actually complete.
Hold on. Have we not seen?
Hold on, what were we saying, Virgo?
I said it's not complete negation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because we saw Luffy use elephant gun against the Kraken in Fishman Island.
Right. Well, what I'm saying is, hold on. Toddy's issue is not like it negates devil fruit. He's like, how is this man moving the stuff with a devil fruit power? And I'm gonna touch on, haven't we seen other devil fruit abilities that can manipulate things or use things? He's using scrolls to store the water, and it's like his devil fruit ability is activating the scroll. So I kind of can justify it, but at the same time, I see where Toddy's coming from on it because I can see where he's coming from. They say should negate it, but the thing is, though, is like Haki isn't supposed to completely negate a devil fruit. It's just supposed to resist it to a point. And I think that, like, when we see people that have a high enough level of Haki, they just have a higher level of resistance. Same thing with like poison, elements, things like that.
But that's speculation, though. That's not confirmation.
Go back to Oven Toddy and Fishman and Whole Cake Island.
Okay.
Yeah, he stuck his hands in the water. Yeah,
he did.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about Luffy. Sorry.
No,
but this is the thing. Though, it's like Luffy.
He made a good point.
Hey, hold on. This is another one. Is the severity of the chapter stuff? I think that with the cartoonish nature of the last chapter and like how it was a little over dramatized with the cartoonishness, I think that's kind of why he wanted to show more severity on the aftermath of the war and everything, because it's basically, this is the wrap-up chapter. This is showing where everybody's at. I think this is just kind of showing where everybody's at, because like this is the end of the war, like the wrap-up, and I think that's why they spent so much time all over the place basically showing where everybody's at, because we got to have a wrap-up after Luffy fights Kaido, and supposedly everybody's theories of the raid fails or the world government comes in or whatever the fuck ever. So I just want to know what's up next.
I'm going to be honest with you, got to be seen. I understand where you're coming from when you're talking about the whole wrap-up chapter. I agree with that. But what I don't agree with is that it didn't add to the severity for me. To be honest, I thought it was mad unnecessary, showing them all of the fact that they're trapped. Have one person say, we're all fucking trapped, there's fire everywhere, we can't get out, and go to Raizo and get the fuck off of that.
Well, then you wouldn't have known exactly where everyone was.
No.
Why do you need to know?
We've known for the last 15 chapters where Jinbe was. We knew where everybody
I've
was
known
at.
for 2 years that this motherfucking castle was on fire.
Shut up.
Exactly.
True enough.
Shut up.
And so what Virgo was talking about with the pacing, I wholeheartedly agree, because we already knew they were trapped since Jinbe saved the samurai. We've known they've been trapped, and that was almost 10 chapters ago. So
right.
Know, with the pacing, I'm totally on board with Virgo. We did meander in that too long to a point to where it was like we already knew where everybody was at because he gave us a chart where everybody was at after Zoro and Sanji.
What's up, being safe?
And Queen. We already knew where everyone was at.
Can I throw 2 cents in there?
Hold on. Yeah, go ahead, bro. I don't want to follow up behind you.
I think the reason he's doing
Good
this,
morning,
bro,
niggas.
Morning.
What's up?
Good morning, bro.
Okay.
Good night.
I think the reason he's doing this is because he's drawing it in the format of a play. So he's making it as like Because if you watch
over-dramatized?
actual Japanese like plays, they're that dramatic. Like the scenes and shit, like they make them extra long. Like they drag out certain stuff. So I think he's doing that to try to like capture the actual essence of what a Japanese play is.
Bro, no cap. He's been dragging out arc since Dressrosa. So
Warhead.
Gotta be seen. Want to go next? You want to pick?
Well, just to follow up on that real quick, where did you find Warhead? Where did you find the Hito no Mi in real life?
We're all human.
Where did you find it?
He's saying you're stretching.
Where'd you find it, bro? We got a real life devil fruit user in the call, y'all.
All these.
Adi, let's be realistic. He's talking about Japanese plays that sometimes talk about yokai and like battle spirits and gods. So I can let some devil fruit shit in if we're gonna be like in there in the realm of like the classicals. But what I wanted to touch on was like, all right, what I really like, I can agree with Virgo about like the overshowing of where everybody was at, and I really did like the undershowing of like the interaction between Yamato and Momo, and like the setup for like, we know Momo's a bitch and we know he ain't got no power. So how the fuck is he really gonna be putting these little flame clouds up to support this out?
I don't want to move off it yet though, because you're changing. Because we're going to touch on everything in the chapter. I don't want to move off.
All right. Well, fall back to it. I just want to put a pin in that one, but I can agree with like we didn't. I can agree with Virgo that we had way too much expansion on certain parts that we really just didn't need to focus on, and not enough focus on other parts that needed to be expanded.
Wait, what are y'all talking? What are y'all talking about?
We're talking about the whole flood.
So I'm talking about
somebody catch me up because I can't.
So Matt, I was talking about. All I can do is talk about how I feel, right? I'm talking about my personal enjoyment of the chapter was poor.
I feel good.
So what the reason being, I thought we spent a lot of time on things that were mad necessary. I don't need to know how the fire is affecting everyone because we already know the whole building's on fucking fire. And I thought that wasted.
But Beppo doesn't do well with the heat.
I thought that wasted quite a large amount of the chapter. So I don't know how you felt about it, Matt. That's just how I felt.
I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't care enough to. I don't care enough about it to comment on it per se.
I mean, I just thought it was whack. That was my only.
I think that the fire plot point has never been like on the
serious.
top.
It's never been.
Yeah, no one's taking it seriously. Nobody ever thought it was going to do anything.
It's essentially like NS Lobby when all the other niggas were just running around taking out the fodder. It's essentially just like background noise to just
right, and to shift into that in the middle of potentially one of the hypest moments in 5 years is just nuts.
Sakuna Senpai, when I said what I said, you're probably gonna think I'm nitpicking. I probably am. I'm sorry. It just annoyed me, and that was my only say on it.
I mean, no, as I said, Oda has been stretching out arcs for too long since Dressrosa. With the whole countdown to Luffy going back into Gear 4. He's been using the whole stretch, no me since then. Yeah. So,
do y'all think that is Oda, or do y'all think that's the editor?
I don't know.
It don't matter. It don't matter if
pet peeve is this nigga.
I think it's stage 4 dementia.
Yo,
I don't know what it is,
hey,
but my
I'm gonna be
pet
real
peeve is this nigga saying a character has like this is my last shot, this is my last bit.
Exactly.
Yes, fucking facts.
The fake tension, man. The fake tension is crazy in Wano. And one thing else that's been going on in Wano that I didn't like that happened in this arc is and there's things I like about this chapter too, chat. So don't think that I'm just gonna bitch the whole time, but I'm so tired of like revelations coming up that were not foreshadowed, whatever, and it's just so convenient. Like, and it feels like it's just made up on the spot. All you had to do was have like a panel however many chapters ago stating how this guy was storing water or something like that, just alluding to the fact that he has the potential to do this. But instead it's just thrown in your face like, hey, I stored water from Zunisha, and I'm going to put out in the very same chapter that it's introduced. And it keeps on happening. And it was my same issue with fucking the Hito. Okay. Is that there's no foreshadowing. It's just like, yep, he ate the Hito. Like, and just throwing it in your face. And it just, I don't know. It feels a little forced. I just didn't like how there was no like if Zunisha put out the water, that would have felt good because Zunisha's approaching it. That's not something people are thinking about. It makes sense, but to just magically say this nigga stored Lake Michigan and he's had it in his pocket for 20 years, like I just
no, hold on, 20 years. Basically, when the little fire thing happened, Toki sent him to the future. He was
20 years ago.
Right. Well, he got sent to the future, and that's when he decided, fuck that, I ain't gonna get caught slipping again, and that's when he stored it. So, like, I can see why he stored it because he was like, a whole ass boat was put on fire on my ass. I ain't gonna get caught slipping again. I'm planning for this.
Show us that like 10 chapters ago. So when it happens, it doesn't feel forced.
I mean, we were on Zoe when Zunisha took a shower.
What do you guys say?
We were on Zoe when Zunisha took a shower. The nigga could have just shown us the panel of the nigga using the scroll to suck up the water.
Well, hold on. If Zunisha had hit it, wouldn't it put out the flames of like Kaido's little dragon flames or whatever, and the whole shit would have fallen?
Gentlemen, I don't want to dwell in hindsight.
All right, well let's move on to the next one then, because we said, we're touching on a couple things in here.
Let me just, I'll say this. What's right. Up, I agree somewhat with what Toddy's saying. But like the thing is like we were on Zoe. Like I just feel like it's cheap to give like okay, so this shit with Raizo is like how I feel about this a couple of chapters ago with the Hiyori shit. Like the Hiyori shit was the worst part of that fucking chapter because it just seems forced. Like where she was like, they did a little flashback of her and Odin and her asking Odin like, does he feel embarrassed that he's dancing in front of everybody and shit, like, and like, bro, we had never gotten any inclination. We had never gotten any inclination that Hiyori had even like talked to her dad like that she was even that inquisitive back then. Like, bro, that was like 20 fucking years ago when she asked that, you know, and it's like now she just magically has a fucking flashback talking about, like, I just don't think that that's good. So what I'll say is, right, I don't necessarily have a problem with like Raizo having the fucking water in his scroll because he should. Honestly, if we're really being honest here, he fucking should. He's a ninja. He should have random elements and stuff inside of his scrolls, especially like with what we seeing him do to Kaido. Okay, cool. Yeah. But it just feels cheap when like the chapter that it happens, there's just conveniently this little flashback all the way back to Zoe. Whenever, like, bro, we all remember that moment when Zunisha took the fucking bath when she was spraying water over.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We were there. He could have just drawn the nigga.
Hold on. Y'all talking about that? I keep talking about Kaido's flames that are holding up the fucking island.
No,
that shit wouldn't have put those flames out too.
God to be seen. We're not saying that Zunisha needed to do the bath now. We're saying we were on Zoe when she did do it.
Oh, okay. But like
it leads me to believe.
Wait. Bro, God to be seen. Look at the chapter, bro. There's a flashback. Raizo is standing next to Inarashi. And when the rain is coming down, he's like, yo, this is a lot of fucking water.
And he collects the shit.
Yes. What we're saying,
that's where you like, that's some force. Okay, I didn't even think about that shit. Be real with you, bro. I didn't even take
what I'm saying is, instead of just conveniently like just placing the flashback, boom, right there at the moment that he pulls the scroll out, like, bro, just show us
Yeah.
Just show him using the scroll to take the water in.
Well, hold on. When would Oda have had a time to show that? Because after we saw Raizo was saying
on Zo during the Zo arc.
No. Listen to me though. Like Raizo, so like he was on the cliff crying with him. Nothing happened. Like damn, they destroyed the hook. Like when was he gonna insert the scene of like Zunisha like spraying the water?
Panel of them standing there with the water coming down with the elephant.
Right, but did we see Raizo out there at that time? All that time, we didn't even know Raizo was on the island up until after the fact. So I'm like,
not even just that got to be seen. The problem with what Oda has been doing post time skip is that he himself is not taking time to explain how powers work. We're finding out about people's devil fruits in Vivi cards and outside the story. We're not finding out about devil fruits like we usually do inside the manga. And so the problem is that he could have easily just said from Raizo, have him say, hey, with these scrolls, I can carry all manner of things inside of them. He could have just had a throwaway line like that. That would have been good enough foreshadowing. So that way, when you bring up this flashback, oh, he did mention earlier inside of other arcs that like, he can carry all sorts of things inside of him.
I'm going to be real. It feels like Oda has so much fucking story that he's cutting a lot of stuff off and is being forced to kind of do it.
That's his fault as a mangaka. That's not my fault. That's his fault as a mangaka for not properly pacing things out.
Guys, I wasn't saying what I'm saying to be overly critical. I swear to God, I'm not.
Yeah.
It's just
no, bro. It's necessary.
This was my issue.
This is necessary, bro, because I can agree with it. You brought up a really good point about it.
But I'm saying like I don't want us to get lost in the fact of how we think that there should have been more done with information, right? But I just think there was a waste of panels, and that is my main gripe.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The whole fact that Raizo was still like fucking relevant after that like 50 fucking panels of him pointing fingers and whoever it was like. I was like, what? Like, this was the whole reason that Oda just didn't off screen you or kill you off like the rest of them was so you could do this shit. I'm gonna be real.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
Well, it was messing with me because like every single time we have had some like semi foreclosure of some point, Oda has train wrecked and took it to another fucking direction. Like everything that I wanted for like story build up, like all this little shit that was set up with like people that had issues, the shit was going to end in the raid. Nobody really got their fucking closure except for Hiyori. Like that was the only fucking person I seen that really out of all of them that really got their get back.
Is and even closure?
And it's like, even then,
because Kanjuro intervened.
Right, because Kanjuro came in there and finished the job. So like, every single time I see Oda setting up for like in Wano for a battle or a conflict with people, it's just it's never resolved, and there's somebody else that ends up fighting that fucking person for some odd random goddamn reason.
What annoyed me about the Raizo thing is that it was meant to be symbolic because Raizo was the main one bitching about the heat, right? And so with him withstanding the fire, that was supposed to be symbolic of him manning up now. It really didn't reach me, bro. It just didn't. Nothing about Raizo reached me since he was safe. That's all I can say.
Nothing about the scavengers really reached me.
Hey, and another one that set me off, the fact that Jinbe is perfectly at the top goddamn floor.
Raizo ain't safe.
That nigga ain't safe.
I mean, he did find Raizo, but still, it's like
Raizo ain't
it is
safe.
plot convenient.
That's just funny, man.
That nigga Raizo was never
It's just
safe.
I don't know. The issue too is a byproduct of character bloat, and the character bloat started getting really bad in post time skip, specifically with Dressrosa. It was okay in Whole Cake, I'd actually say, but the character bloat in Wano is off the chain. And if
he killed off the scabbards, he wouldn't have character bloat.
Well, this is my thing. We were supposed to have actual deaths in Whole Cake, and every death in Whole Cake has been like.
No. I'm at the grocery store. That's why I'm muting myself every time I talk.
No, not on the train. Are you on the kill scabbards train? Is what I meant.
Yes.
Yeah, because to me, it would have added when they failed on the roof, and then the next generation. When Odin had that speech and it was playing in chapter 1000, and Odin was saying the new wave of pirates who come in. They're going to be the ones to take down Kaido.
Correct.
You have Luffy, Zoro, Kid, Law, Killer. So it's like, okay, Kinemon and them failed. They weren't the ones. These top 5 are going to be the ones to take out Kaido. Yeah. And if you kill off all of those scabbards, then we don't have character blow. But you allow Chondro to stay alive after 2 fake out deaths, comes back with Acme Dynamite.
I'm not mad about anything.
Well, hold on. How's the fucking prophecy that Toki said something about the scabbards fucking killing Kaido gonna be fulfilled now?
That's not
no, she didn't say
that. They're killing Orochi.
That's a mistranslation.
The prophecy is 9 shadows.
Yeah, it's 9 shadows.
And the prophecy is not Toki's. The prophecy is Odin's.
And exactly. And that's why in chapter 1000 it's actually revealed that he's talking about pirates, because he says this new generation of pirates is going to be the ones to take out Kaido.
Okay.
That's what he's talking about.
So you think that the new generation was what he was talking about? So you think Odin knew that Luffy basically, not Luffy in particular, but someone carrying the Nika fruit was going to show up to liberate Wano?
Whatever they found on Laugh-Tale made them bet on 20 years in the future. Whatever they found. So,
all right. So what do you think that is? Honestly, come on, give me a take.
I know what it is.
Whatever they read.
The story has told us what it is.
It's whatever Joy Boy left on the poneglyph that told them to wait. That's why.
That's
Roger
not
said
what happened.
It's the keys.
No, Mara, that's not it.
No, remember, Roger said we're too soon because he found out Shirahoshi wasn't going to be born. That's why when the Sea Kings are saying, they said what? In 10 years, a sovereign's going to be born. They were too soon.
Oh, so the whole Joy Boy fulfilling his prophecy to Poseidon, talking about I'll have your people living on land or all that other little stuff.
That's why he was too letter because they fell.
All right, bet.
Well, the real reason why they know is that Odin was sent 20 years into the future, and he killed Kaido, and then he went back to the past to die.
Todrick.
And you guys just got to read between the lines.
All right. So you still supporting technically what really happened is Odin is technically Zoro, and what happened was he got hit so hard by Kaido's attack and got saved by Toki's time attack that he got basically turned into a kid, and it's Zoro is really fucking Odin that got sent to the fucking past, and he just ended up in Shimosuke Village. Come on, bro! All these shits is wild ass theory.
What?
I don't know what's going on.
What?
I don't know what's going on.
Hey, man, that was a trip down the rabbit hole.
That shit.
I didn't say all that.
Let's bring
Be careful the theories you hear from Zoro stands,
Y'all
man.
niggas gonna melt my brain cells. Y'all niggas better bring it back for a little bit.
Speaking of melt my brain cells,
oh god,
what'd you guys think of the cover page? Because that was the best part of the chapter for me.
I'm hoping to God Blackbeard.
I think it's Blackbeard's crew, and I think that's Shiryu.
That rumor's been going around quite often.
I think it's Blackbeard's crew as well. And I think this is how they put the nail in the coffin of Big Mom's crew. Because Big Mom, after getting defeated here, she's not going to be... The thing about One Piece is once you've lost, you're irrelevant for the rest of the story. So because Big Mom lost here, you got to take care of the Big Mom pirates. So while Big Mom's out, send Katarina Devon and Shiryu there. And, they sweep house.
So why those two specifically?
Because one of them's wearing heels. One of them's wearing girl shoes. No. Reiju's calves are really thin, like a sexy woman should be. Those were thicker calves, like Katarina's fat ass.
I see. So intuitive.
Hey, could Blackbeard be here for Mont Dorsfruit because we know he's a historian and all that shit? What if he knows he can't read the poneglyphs, but if he gets somebody that has Mont Dorsfruit that he knows the ways of awakening, he knows shit that nobody else does, he might be able to get them to be able to read the poneglyphs with Mont Dorsfruit.
Are you saying the awakening of the book fruit is to be able to...
You can read every fucking thing in every language or some weird shit.
Insane.
I think you should write that down in your fanfic and let us continue this conversation.
I got some head canon for days.
I don't even think it's specifically for Mont Dor. If they were there to kidnap somebody, I do think it would be Pudding, because Pudding would be the reason why they were even able to read the poneglyphs, or whether that's what Big Mom was waiting on. She told Kaido.
That or he's after Katakuri's fruit.
What?
Like,
no way.
Why not?
No
why not?
way.
I mean, if
Blackbeard does not want that fruit.
If you're gonna steal the poneglyph, might as well take out Katakuri and take the fruit. Give it to Pizarro or something. Give it to.
What would he do with that fruit?
Why would Blackbeard?
Why was he after the Maramara? Like, it's a Logia.
Because the Maramara is fire as fuck.
Why would he want that fruit?
Why would he want Mochi? I don't know. Yes. It's a really powerful fruit.
I mean, I'm being real with you. I don't think he wants Mochi. I think he
because Katakuri made it that way.
Yeah,
I don't.
Hold on. You don't think Pizarro, the nigga who was under like level 6, or any one of the other guys they can't make up?
Oh no! What if he want the Gillette fruit, bro? He want that butter on me, bro. He got all the fine chicks he need in the bedroom.
Dial it back.
From what we already know, they've been devil fruit hunting for 2 years. Who's to say that they don't already have devil fruits?
I mean, that's true.
And then the mochi fruit isn't like just some powerful fruit, bro. It's powerful because Katakuri has it.
Yes.
Yeah, and Katakuri is powerful specifically because it's observation hopping, not necessarily his devil fruit.
I thought it was because he had conquerors.
And let's be real here. Can anybody honestly imagine a scenario where Blackbeard's third fruit is the motherfucking mochi fruit? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I could see him trying to go for the Nika fruit, because everybody has that theory that he needs a zone fruit.
I think he would want Kaido's fruit rather than that.
All right, that's another one. Can Blackbeard cancel out Luffy's fruit? Like, because we know he can cancel out like certain things with devil fruits. Could he essentially cancel out like a zone transformation or whatever the fuck you call it?
I mean, I don't see why not.
I don't see why not. He turned Ace.
He cancels out devil fruit. That counts for every devil fruit. Luffy isn't an exception.
Correct.
Hey, so
I think Luffy now after this chapter,
Chopper just turns back into a deer, and he just got a deer in his hand,
bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, Blackbeard ever catch Chopper? It's fucking over for Chopper. Then
it might be that nigga might be running around the woods. But what I do wonder now though is if Blackbeard's ability is going to work on Luffy now, because Luffy's fruit is no longer playing the same rules as everybody else's. Because nobody, I don't listen to a lot of people talk about One Piece, but I haven't heard anybody really mention the significance of Luffy's body no longer reacting to hockey anymore.
That's fine, but Toddy, Blackbeard's fruit is devil fruit negation.
But hockey is supposed to be negation as well. That's why you can hit a low.
No, hockey does not negate.
It doesn't negate it. It just allows you to touch the devil's body.
It allows you to touch him. Robin.
It doesn't negate it.
Perfectly explained this in Punk Hazard.
Okay.
Whenever Luffy was grabbing Caesar Clown, and they were asking why is Caesar Clown still able to stretch out in his gas form. And Robin said it's because armament hockey doesn't like negate it. It just allows you to touch the user.
But the point of contact between the hockey and the devil fruit user's body, it solidifies the body. But that's not what's happening to Luffy now. His body's no longer getting smacked like it was. It's actually morphing around.
He's transferring that to other people. We're not also thinking like Luffy now with his whatever this Gear 5th is. A part of the Gear 5th like attack is that when he attacks his enemy, they take on the aspects of rubber as well. We saw this when he was punching.
That doesn't explain why he's morphing around the whatever the object is. He said. Yeah.
Well, I think that kind of touches on like.
I think he's taking a hint.
Is it an imagination thing? Yeah. Like he's like, I'm turning fluid. Like he's like trying to imitate
imagination. Hold on, his ability. Hold on, that was a mistranslation in like the early spoilers. His ability is not an imagination type of thing where he can make anything he wishes come to fruition. It
specifically meant his rubber body.
Yeah. It doesn't mean he can just make things happen.
The concept of things.
Yes, is that Yeah, so basically what he's doing is what it seems, because compare it with last week's chapter when Kaido hit him in the back of the head. What he seems to be doing is molding himself around Kaido's his club to lessen the damage.
Correct. Well, I said this thing last chapter. This man looked like the fucking son. Go ahead.
Hold up. Let me finish.
My bad. Go ahead. I'm mad about that shit.
Ever since, you're cool. Ever since Kaido knocked him through the roof and everybody saw his face, since then, ever since Kaido has hit him, he's not drawing blood from Luffy. Luffy has set outs and things like that, but he's not drawing blood anymore.
Not only that,
the way you go ahead.
Oh, not only that, but every single time he gets hit, his body is morphing to the impact. Not once has he gotten hit, and his body remains solid.
Correct.
All right, well, hold on. I was going to say, last chapter we saw when his body got hit, his body stretched and wrapped around the club, but we did see his clothes take damage.
Exactly what Toddy's saying.
So what I'm saying is, like, essentially, we had this man looking like the son from Soul Eater last chapter, and this chapter now he looks like, what is that little fucking pink thing from Pokemon? Like, he literally looks like he could morph into any damn thing. If this man could be Goop, he could basically turn into whatever the fuck he want. Yeah, Ditto. There you go. He could basically turn into whatever the fuck he want. If he could be like turning into liquid rubber, then that means he could change his body into whatever he want. He could imitate anyone. Like.
Yeah, but you're missing my point.
Like, the thing though, he got hit one time and didn't morph.
The point is Haki. If he's hit with a Haki blow throughout the entire series, his body would never morph like that. He would take he would take the attack as if it was a blunt force trauma to his normal body. But he's no longer taking blunt force trauma. Not only that, but the attacks are doing significantly less damage because he's not bleeding. He's clearly not getting that hurt from this shit.
Well, to me, it's following the same suit of Katakuri's fruit.
Well, no, that's I was going to touch on the fruit thing.
Well, it explained that Katakuri was actually moving his body out of the way, though.
Well, no, hold on. Every time we've seen Haki or armament Haki, it's been displayed. First time series. My bad, Virgo. Go ahead.
I'm not, actually.
All right. Well, I was going to touch on this because, like, the Haki thing. We know that we have seen armament Haki displayed as black, but ever since Luffy did this little God mode shit, his Haki has been like some white looking Haki. And Kaido represented.
We don't know what that's
not similar. Well, it's not similar to like armament Haki or Conqueror's Haki. So, right. So like maybe
that's
his
like actual awakening.
Right,
so maybe that's why Kaido commented on the fact that he transformed.
All right, well, pre-Haki, anytime someone hit Luffy, his rubber abilities negated it. So maybe he's got, like, with his awakening, his Haki's on a level where he can in a Logia state, kind of negate the way attacks hit him.
Wait, hold on. Luffy's Haki never negated, or Luffy's rubber never negated the Haki blow.
Not the Haki blow, but before Haki hit him. I'm saying, like, if this is something that's outside of Haki and it's related to his devil fruit, then he's basically found a way to combine his Haki, his Conqueror's Haki, and his awakened devil fruit to get around however Haki works.
That's what
he's able to
No, it's not. It's not. If you read 1044, when he went giant and Kaido hit him with a blast breath and he did the running on air, if you look at the panel where Kaido does the 3 Realms Ragnarok, he hits Luffy on the head, and Luffy has a knot on his head. Like, he doesn't morph. It's after that, when Kaido tries to hit Luffy again, you see a distinct panel of Luffy's eyes glaring, and then him smirking, and then his head morphs into the spikes.
Exactly.
So, like, it's him just seeing future sight and, like, morphing his body quickly.
But he's taking damage, though. If that was the case, then he wouldn't be taking damage.
Well, that's the thing is, he's taking damage, but it's not on the level of doing like major damage to draw blood. It's like he's getting hurt.
Well, we know that. We know that. We're trying to figure out what's actually going on.
Well, I'm saying maybe with his awakening,
like rolling your cheek.
Go ahead.
It's like a kung fu technique, like when someone punches you in the jaw. Like you roll your neck.
So doing what Katakuri was doing, basically.
Yeah, essentially.
Absorbing the shit.
You could see him glaring before Kaido hit him the first time, before he turns into the spike. Like you could see him looking at the club coming.
Like future sight style, he knew the attack was coming, so he prepped his body so that when it hit him, he was already soft enough to take the blow.
Yeah,
like LeBron says, rolling with the punch.
Yeah.
It still hurts him. It's just maybe that's what it is. I hope it's explained.
It's significantly less.
Same.
I'm wondering though if it actually is like a special ability that's unique to him though. If it's not that, and his body is just resistant to hockey or resistant, I wonder if that's going to come into play when he fights Blackbeard. I don't know.
Hold on, Toddy. Are you talking about like naturally resistant or like he's resistant because of his devil fruit? Like, what do you mean by that?
I'm not convinced that he's rolling with the punches. I feel like this has something to do with the Hito no Mi. Say what?
Okay. Like it's just happening.
Taking some sort of damage, correct?
Yes, he's definitely taking damage. And if he was rolling with the punches,
taking damage because he's saying ouch.
All right, hold on. I got one for y'all. We know that there's like Conqueror's hockey. What if this shit has something to do like there's actually like some god hockey or some weird shit out there? Like he's gonna take it to some next level. We're gonna feel salty about it.
That'd be ass, bro.
Like that's what. Hey, no. D-Hawk got god level observation hockey.
Dial it back.
I said dial it back 40 times this stream.
Dial it back.
I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to joke you about it, but at the same time, like with Oda going as wild as he is, well, that's the thing. With Oda going as wild as he is, I'm genuinely scared that this might be a route he's taking.
I was scared about when Nika was involved.
Well, I mean, I said something about the Mega Luffy thing. I was like, yeah, they're gonna be a giant Luffy, and everybody's like, there ain't gonna be no point for Luffy to turn into a giant because he had Gear 3. Well, no, everybody's like, well, he's got Gear 3. He can turn parts of his body into a giant. Like, why would he ever need to have like a full giant form? Now we see why he needed it. You just don't know all the shit I heard, man.
He didn't need it. That nigga was a giant for 2 panels. He did not need it.
He did it to just justify me having that theory. That's all I needed.
Yeah, I mean, but like Kaido basically explains what Luffy did last chapter is he's trying to figure out his abilities. That's why Luffy was saying, what should this attack be called in the very beginning of the chapter? Because he's trying to figure out the abilities that he has right now. He's still guessing. So, I mean, technically, this still isn't his final form in Meme Edition. So, because he still doesn't know the full extent of what he can do in Awakening. And so, it's pretty cool. I am glad that it seems to be getting back to a more serious tone in the fight. Because now he's now going to introduce the island finally falling after 50 plus chapters of it falling.
Oh my goodness.
The island's not falling.
So it's like
these niggas have been fighting for a year, man. This has to be the longest fight in One Piece.
It is. It currently is.
It is.
And I'm so sick. I didn't want to get back to anything negative, but I'm kind of sick of the fake, this is my final attack. Yes. Or I'm on my last leg. Like, come on, it has to be right. But I think Mato is right. I think Mato is right with the fact that they're finally introducing that the island's falling. I feel like that's a sign that it truly is wrapping up in like the next 2 or 3 chapters.
I kind of feel like that's going to be a plot point.
From the same spot, my nigga. It's staying in the same area the whole time.
Well, that's because Kaido's been holding it up, and I think it's going to be a plot point of, like, you remember how, like, the whole, like, the bomb countdown in Alabasta, like, there's going to be, like, a countdown until, like, this thing drops on the fucking Capitol and, like, Momo doesn't, like, find some kind of way.
That means Momo hasn't done shit this entire time.
He sat back and watched shit. That's, like, literally what he has done. He's ran around, grabbed some titties from Yamato. He got a piggyback ride. He got fucked up. He got almost crucified. Then he got another, like, thing where he's like chilling outside, and outside of that, we haven't seen him do a damn thing.
We read the art too.
I know, but I'm saying like when we haven't seen him do anything to practice these little dragon flame shits throughout the whole fucking time. Yes, so if this man magically can fucking just like hold this shit up like Kaido, I'm gonna feel some type of way, bro.
God to be seen.
I don't think it's
you've seen the art, correct?
I know, and that's why I'm salty, bro. That's why I'm salty.
God to be seen. Brother, he's been attempting to hold back Kaido's flame clouds the entire time.
Yeah.
Really?
He's getting better at it. Yeah. Like he's practicing.
Since before chapter 1000. No.
Yeah, this is not just
No,
happening.
it was around chapter 1000. I'm sorry, not before.
Oh, thank God, there was actual setup for.
Yeah,
once.
no, it's after Luffy fell off the roof. Remember?
Yeah, he's been trying to hold it up.
What do you
for a
think the
while.
nigga's been doing in midair? You think he's
watching the fight.
getting some
No,
No,
he's
he
been
technically
doing
left the
flame
fight.
cloud.
This
He's
nigga ain't
waiting.
seen shit.
No, he's
He
waiting
ain't
till
seen
Luffy
any of
beats
the
him.
fight.
He's been and then he gonna stand up and be like, "Look, Wano, I defeated Kaido. Y'all follow me."
There's several panels of him talking about putting the flame clouds, trying to like keep it from getting the flower capital.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not going to be any surprise. I like when stories where the climax is a surprise, but it's not going to be surprise. Clearly, Momo's feet, and people called this out a while ago. Matt, do you remember? I first heard it from Matt like a year ago that Momo's feet was going to be saving the island. There's just not going to be anything surprising
Because
about it.
It's going to mirror what Odin did for the 9 scabbards on the wooden plank.
Yeah, on his back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 100%.
So, like, there's not going to be a surprise ending, but I am excited for the close of this fight. But do you guys think we're still going to get into Act 4 and Act 5 with Wano having gone on for 4 years?
God, no.
No, I think we're gonna get. Go ahead.
I think we will get
think
an
we will.
Act 4, but it's gonna be one of those like
Wrap-ups?
informational.
It's just going to be a complete summation.
So y'all don't think there's gonna be like some like after the fight, like somebody showing up to take advantage of the fact that everybody beat the fuck up?
Nah, bro, because Shanks is showing up.
That might last no more.
Shanks-
than
So Shanks ain't gonna be an L. All right, so we got one for the not Shanks and L backer.
Why would
is gonna
Shanks?
show up in
Why?
Wano.
Why?
I
To
think
meet
Shanks is
Luffy.
showing up as well.
For what reason?
Well, I think he's going to be the catalyst that stops the ships.
Yeah.
Again,
Didn't Zunisha
Some
already
have to
swat?
stop
No,
it.
Zunisha already swatted the ship.
Shanks gonna stop the war again.
Nah, she hasn't done anything yet.
Shanks should
You
not
think Shanks gonna
pop
stop
up.
the
Man,
war again?
hey, there's nobody for Shanks to snitch to. Shanks ain't showing up.
Listen. Akainu is on one of those ships, and he's going to go to
Toddy.
punch Zunisha,
Stop.
and then Shanks is going to come
Stop.
out of nowhere with Griffin and block that
he's
punch.
gonna show up. But I do believe Shanks is gonna show up because Oda stated that at the very end of Wano, the Shanks and Luffy, the meeting like happened. Like
When did he say?
When did he
this?
say that?
Nigga,
Hold
please.
on,
the whole movie thing, bro. Like,
Was
if
this
you-
in a
if you
dream of
read-
yours?
Nah, if you read the statement he made
You talking about
during the
during Act
movie,
2, right?
he's,
When he said,
Hey,
it's
speaking
time
of
to meet.
statements that he made,
Wano,
man,
the
I
meeting
won't
No,
touch-
no, he's talking
between
about
the
Film
two of them
Red.
is
He's talking
coming.
about Film Red.
Yeah,
Hey, Film
and
Red
he-
gonna be
he
nasty.
said-
It isn't canon.
I'm not saying Film Red is canon, but what I'm telling you is he states that by the time that Film Red comes, the end of Wano is ending, which means Shanks and Luffy have to meet, whether it's
That
on
don't mean that at
Elbaf
all.
or it's an
I kind of see where he's coming from. It'd be weird.
No,
Shanks
you
meet-
lost me.
Hold on. If we have Shanks meet Luffy in a movie, outside, non-canon, whatever, the first time
I don't
Shanks
believe
ever
they
meets
meet in a
Luffy is
movie.
going to be in a fucking movie. Come on, bro. There's no way Oda will do that, bro.
No, not in the movie. I'm talking about in the manga. Like
that's what I'm saying, like-
and Zoro met in a movie, so who gives a fuck?
No, I can't.
Not the rematch, bro.
They didn't rematch,
Bro,
but they
no, but
Can I-
bro, Mihawk and Zoro meeting doesn't have any type of the same significance of Shanks
Yes,
and Zoro.
Matt,
or
I'm
yeah,
aware
Shanks
of
and
Shanks
that.
and
Luffy.
Luffy. It's not the same.
All right,
Can I-
so
Can I
ahead.
break it down why Shanks has to be coming,
Here we
by
go.
the way?
Go ahead.
I
Okay.
want to hear this because I really am like confused on like why anyone would think Shanks
Bro,
showing up.
y'all are crazy as hell.
I'm going to break it down.
Let him go
Yeah,
because
this
I'm
shit OD to
genuinely
me.
curious.
For real.
Okay. So y'all know Odin is coming back. I'm just kidding. So the thing is,
He already
I hate this
did.
nigga, bro.
Momo is secretly Odin. Go for it.
Toddy, before you
Oh,
go on
I'm
your
serious.
point, Odin is gonna come back in the form of his son, who, after saving the island, is gonna transform back into a human, and they're all gonna be shocked that he looks like Odin. Like they're gonna mistake him for Odin.
No, they're gonna be shocked. No, they're gonna be shocked. He
That's
looks
good.
like Whitebeard. Let's keep it a buck.
What?
he looks like Whitebeard at 28. Okay. So the thing is, the Marines are on their way to capitalize on this situation. There is no way in hell that the Gorosei would have sent the Marines without a strong force that's looking to capitalize on this. Given the fact that there's 3 Yonko on this, there will at least be 1 admiral, if not 2, even 3. I can see 3. Or they might just.
Toddy, do you remember that when Shanks was supposed to be meeting Kaido, all they sent was like 10 ships out, and they were surprised as fuck that the 10 ships got just popped off?
When they were supposed to be meeting Kaido.
No,
was Kaido? Was Kaido? Had Kaido teamed up with Big Mom to fight the 3rd Yonko? I can't remember.
What I'm saying is, right before Marineford, they had all their forces focused on something else. The reason they said they're not fucking with Wano right now is because they're focused on trying to capture the warlords. I don't think with them out there going to get the warlords, they have any heavy hitters to spare to come get whoever the fuck's in Wano right now. That's why Blackbeard. Well, I think that's why.
You think they're going to send an admiral to a warlord rather than an admiral to 3 Yonko?
Did Kizaru not tell Akainu, I'm with the shits, let me pull up in Wano, and Akainu was like, man, don't fucking worry about it.
Bro, that was before situations changed, bro. Now, Nika's back.
We have 3 Yonko having a war, and they're going to send Smoker.
Sorry, keep going.
Okay, so given the situation, this is probably the number 1 thing on these niggas list is the fact that these 3 Yonkos are having a war. They know it. They know it's a war because CP0 is feeding them information.
For God's sakes.
Yes, and they know now. We have it revealed that the Gorosei suddenly remembered that Luffy has the Hito no Mi. So shit got real. So they're sending at 1 admiral at least. Zunisha is not going to be able to stop an admiral. Not. I know that she can take out Jack, but it lessens the portrayal of an admiral too much if this old ass elephant just knocks him off. So Zunisha is not enough to stop these ships. The admirals cannot reach Wano because everyone is going to be way too wore out to be able to resist them. If they got to Wano, they are catching everybody up. You know they don't kill nobody. All them niggas are going to impel down. So some third party has to be there to prevent the admirals from reaching Wano. Who else could that be besides Shanks?
That's trash, bro. That makes no sense.
How is that trash?
Because so Shanks is just going to be the savior to come in and stop them from what? Doing their job?
If not Shanks, who is stopping the admirals from getting to Wano?
Nobody. They're coming.
So the admirals will be getting to Wano.
Yes.
With Luffy on his last leg, with Zoro dying.
Why do you stop the admirals from going there?
Because if the admirals reach there, there's nothing that prevents them from taking the Straw Hats into custody.
Bro, this is the thing that's going to stop them from getting there, is the fact that Wano's borders are not open. That
didn't stop Mama.
Nisha's there, though.
That didn't stop Big Mom.
Because Big Mom's a Yonko.
Big Mom's a Yonko. Big Mom doesn't follow any. Big Mom doesn't follow any rules.
Unfortunately, that's not a good enough excuse to stop them.
I agree.
How is that not at all? Bro, they literally said, "No, we're not." Hold on. They said that they're not going to Wano because they don't know the strength of the samurais there.
I'm aware of that. I'm just saying.
And that's all.
I'm gonna touch on that one.
Wait.
Hold on.
Go ahead. Let me touch on it when you do.
Hold on. No. Wait. CP0 being there has nothing to do with the Marines.
Exactly. It's a
different entities. That's right. The world government. Wait. That's the world government.
You think they're not sharing information?
No, because the admiral's whole purpose are to serve and protect the celestial dragons. That is their whole purpose in the Marines. They only move on the orders or to protect celestial dragons. So if this shit's moving over here, they wouldn't need to.
Matt in the background.
No. Let's be real. Why would the Marines have anything else? Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. To me, the admirals just wouldn't move with
He just keeps going.
Bro, listen. You know that they're not sharing information. You know that the CP0 isn't sharing information with them because there's an undercover Marine there. Why do you think that is, Todd?
What do you mean?
There's Drake.
Drake hasn't. Wait, it hasn't been confirmed that
but
he's still.
Drake and a regular Marine are not the same.
No.
We don't even know. We don't even know what sword has to do with
not a
anything.
regular Marine.
It
He's
has
the captain
literally
of
been
sword.
confirmed that Bensei, or that my bad, I was reading something. It's literally been confirmed that Drake is still a fucking Marine.
On your ass in the chat.
Yeah, but he's a part of sword though. Like
what does that mean?
Okay, so you can't say a group of Marines that Akainu is leading and sword niggas are the same. We don't know what initiative sword has. Like other than they're the good guys trying to like overthrow the corruption. You can't say who's who. We don't know who's part of sword, who's not part of sword. We don't know how deep it goes, and I think for that very reason, Matt might be right. For that very reason, CP0 might not be giving the Marines information.
So the CP0 is giving information.
Hold on, Toddy. Hold on.
We know that CP0 is not giving them any information.
We know that they're at odds with each other. We know that they're at odds with each other. Why would they trade information? We have seen that they had open conflict.
I'll answer that. Are you telling me that CP0 is telling Gorosei what's going on, and then the Gorosei are not turning around and telling the Marines that are on their way there?
Yes. The same reason they showed when Akainu. Hold on. When Akainu came in to talk to the elders, did they not tell? He was talking about Marine shit. He was like, "Sit it down, little boy. This above your head."
Yeah, I believe they're selective.
Yeah, what's that mean?
So I think that if they're not telling, you think they're telling Akainu about the Hito no Mi? My bad. I'm just saying. You think they're telling Akainu about the Hito no Mi?
I think Akainu has been known about the
you don't think that they hide the world history?
Akainu has known about the Hito since.
Wait. Toddy, stop.
Void Century shit.
Toddy, stop, bro. That shit don't make no sense.
How does it not make any sense?
Bro, you think
he's the fleet admiral?
Nigga, you think Akainu knew about the Hito Mi, but the Gorosei didn't?
I think they all knew about it.
Bruh.
The Hito, they've known about nothing new has happened.
There's no way Sengoku knew, bro.
How?
The Gorosei specifically. Hold on. The Gorosei specifically said they changed the name of the fruit to hide the fruit. They changed the name of the fruit to hide the fruit.
They changed the name.
There's no way they knew, bro, because Sengoku
was the Emu who changed the name. It was not the Gorosei who changed the name.
There is no way.
Controls the world government. It was not the Gorosei.
Bro, you're giving way too much credit to Akainu. Like, bro, I know the nigga's cold, bro, but no, he didn't have access to this information.
Nah, they didn't.
This is like only the top of the top.
I'm sure I kind of didn't know about the Hito no Mi.
And mind you,
what is making you guys so confident about it? Just because the Gorosei discussed it doesn't mean that they didn't share the information. If they know about this fruit, Virgo, if they know about this fruit and they are sending people to get this nigga, don't you think it might be a good idea? Hey guys, by the way, he's not just rubber.
I feel you, but talk to me real quick, Toddy. Talk to me real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Akainu has been oblivious to a lot of things that they have done with CP0 over his head. That's why Akainu got pissed and talked to him in the first place, right?
Okay.
So go all the way back to the Dofi thing.
Hold up. Akainu might not know about the Hito no Mi. He does not. But that is not saying that he can't go to the fucking Wano just because of that one reason.
I'm not saying he can't go to Wano just for that one reason.
That. They are.
Oh, yeah. That's the opposite of what I'm saying.
I'm
saying, and Virgo, would you agree that if the Gorosei did dispatch admirals to go, and they have information that a war is going on, that they would let the admirals that are currently on the way there let them know that a war is going on?
No.
Hey, you don't think they would let them know? They just
Toddy, you've been hitting my bottle, bro, because you've been going.
These niggas got cell phones.
These
niggas got snail cell phones.
They won't tell them.
All right, no. Hold on. I want to touch you on this one, right?
So they really are going to send them. Hold on, guys. Let me confirm this. They're going to send the Marines there, and the Marines are going to have to search all of Zou. or all of Wano, which is covered by ocean, and just hope to get lucky that the Onigashima that's in the sky is the destination to go to.
No.
No. Hold on.
That and that alone.
This is what I think.
I can't believe you guys think that they would say information that there's a war.
Hold on.
Wait, bro. Wait.
All right, y'all go ahead and let me get my turn when y'all done.
What I'm saying is, they don't tell them all the information. All they need to know is that they need to go to Onigashima because there's a war going on and Luffy's a fucking problem. He did not have to tell about Hito no Mi.
And they're not going to update them on the fact that
the Marines aren't coming, though. That's what y'all are.
That is supposed to be about the Void Century. That is information.
Yes.
Supposed to be
See, that's what I wanted to touch on, Virgo.
So you're mixing up the Hito, Virgo.
Can I ask a question, Toddy? Where are you getting this from? That the Gorosei are sending the Marines there?
The Marines are not coming. They're dealing with the Shichibukai. They're not coming.
No.
The Marines are definitely coming.
I think the Marines are coming.
The Marines are coming.
The Marines already came. The Marines already came, and Zunisha handled that.
Government ships are not the Marine ships.
Those are not the Marines. Thank you,
telling y'all. Those are not.
All right, but hold on. Before we move forward on that one.
Hold on.
Before we move on, Toddy, everyone, I want to touch on this when we move forward. This right here is supposed to be this is supposed to be, motherfucker, I've been letting you ride for like 30 minutes. Don't let me get sick. I know you've been drinking my bottle the way you've been talking, man. Me and you done switched places. All right. I'm going to say this. We know for a fact that the Gorosei go well out of their way to hide a bunch of fucking information. We saw in Enid's lobby that anyone that found out stuff they wasn't supposed to got took care of. And that anything pertaining to the Void Century, anything pertaining to anything that knows about that. Why would they intentionally tell some of their best people about things that they're trying to hide and would kill off anyone at the order of the person that's above them if they told them that information? You're
mixing up the Hito. You're mixing up my argument that they know about the Hito with the fact that
why would they inform the admirals of the existence of something that they have spent centuries as a government trying to hide?
I just said that you're mixing it up because I'm no longer talking about the Hito. I haven't been talking about the Hito for 15 minutes.
Bro, wait. Can we just go
Not
back
the Hito. I'm just talking about like the in general of capturing Zoe and all that other stuff.
Can we go back real quick? Bro, those are not Marine ships.
They're world government ships. Look at the flags.
Those are not Marine ships, nigga.
Like, okay, so you think that Drake sent out a message? Go ahead.
Wait. Y'all niggas do not need to be told that these are not Marine ships. There are literally world government flags on the ships. Like, y'all are better than this, bro.
Yeah, they're not the same.
From my understanding,
I'm looking at the panel right now, and there's no.
I just want to say this. Let me say this.
Whenever a Marine ship shows up, it literally has the words Marines.
Right. But
not only that, the flag is the.
I think the world government is involved in Wano, but the Marines aren't. That's why that we have Drake there as a spy for the Marines.
Let me clear this up because I'm looking at the panel right now. It is only the back of the ships, and there is no symbol of anything.
But what I'm saying
there is no world government symbol, and it's because it's on the back of the ship. You wouldn't be able to say it's C.
Hold on.
Are you looking at?
I'll tell you.
Government in Wano. Now, are they working together? Do we believe that the world government and the Marines are working together in Wano? Or
no, they're clearly not.
At odds. They're at odds, right?
No, bro, we don't know if they're at odds.
They are taking care of the
wait.
Like, that's where I'm lost at. Can somebody please explain it to me?
What?
My bad. I'm on mute.
Wait. Explain what?
All right, are they at odds or are they working together? Because from Tony's side, they're working together, and from our side, they aren't. So I want to know, like, can somebody explain what's going on?
They're clearly not working together.
I've literally told you that the Marines, the reason why Akainu wouldn't send Kizaru was because of the untold strength of the samurai, and they're dealing with the Shichibukai, who are former members of the Three Powers. They can't.
Right, I agree with that. I agree.
They can't go over there. It's not impossible. That's why in chapter 1037, Toddy, in the last panel,
it says world government ships on the flag.
They're world government ships. They're not Marine ships. That's the world government that's at Wano.
So who are they sending? They're sending more CP0 members.
That or those niggas that were
Right,
not
so-
in Yost Guard.
What
Right,
the
that's
fuck
why-
are CP0 members gonna do?
They got Airport Rob Lucci.
No. You remember those guards at the auction house that look like knights? It's probably just a bunch of ships full of those niggas.
No, it's the dude that they got the what is it the boxing shit from the train. He's coming to get his rematch.
Boxing
It don't matter who it is, bro.
Boxing
It's
Jerry.
not admirals. It's not Marines.
I'm
That-
dead.
No, it's world government niggas. It's world government niggas.
It's world government.
That's what I'm saying. So,
And we know.
so
and we know
Jerry,
the world
we got Jerry, Blue No. Who else we got on the world government side? That's
Those
full
are Marines.
But
Those are
they're
Marines.
nothing compared to what they need.
Nero dead, bro.
He not dead.
So okay,
No, Lucci
so-
handled that man.
He's not dead.
He was the first person I didn't see come back
But
on the
I
panel.
don't
So
wanna-
he's confirmed.
I don't want to get sidetracked.
So real quick, can I get a confirmation? And I'd like to know your opinion too, Virgo, because your mic gets drowned out a lot.
For sure.
But the ships that are heading there, we're all in agreement that these are CP0 fodder that are heading to fight 3 Yonko.
Oh, they're world government ships, Toddy.
So
Full,
fodder,
They're
world government ships,
government ships, bro.
presumably full
So
of
fodder,
CP0
yes.
fodder.
So fodder, yes.
Yes, because
Yes.
if Blue Scarf was
This
an
is the
elite
thing,
agent,
we're
if
all
Blue Scarf was
assuming the
elite,
world
that means the
government
rest of the
will try
fighting
to-
force is garbage. That's what that means.
But this is the thing. You guys assume that they would try to take over the country by force. They Wano doesn't know anything about outside forces. So after a giant like fight like this, a combat like this, usually what happens is the Straw Hats get ran out. Like they have a big party and then they have to run away because they don't want to be seen as the good guys. The world government can just easily like stroll in and be like, hey, yo, we'll give you guys supplies and stuff. Like, we're friends with the Straw Hats, you know? They can easily...
But you have to... But Wolf,
the
who's
only
going to be
difference-
left there on the island? You got Kinemon, who's going to be there. Kiku, who the Straw Hats are going to inform about the world government. Like, the whole point of opening up the borders of Wano is to allow the citizens to know what's going on in the outside world. That's the whole point of opening up the up the whole borders. So that argument really kind of falls apart. Doesn't it?
Can CP0 fodder get past Zunisha?
No.
Yes.
Nah, there's no way.
No.
Fodder? Yeah. Like, in a
And
small
why
group,
even? Why is Oda even
Do
introducing
some,
them?
like... Do you guys...
I think it
we
was
get
to just, it was
introduced-
hyping Zunisha's entrance. My bad, go ahead.
Nah, do you think we get introduced to some, like, new high-level threat enemies? Like
Absolutely
we've
not.
never
Well, no.
seen before?
This is when, go ahead, my bad, I'm sorry.
No, I mean,
thought I
like,
was
on the
muted.
world government ships, like, imagine we...
I can tell you who
how
we
they
get
said
introduced to.
the masked CP0 were the strongest. You think Oda would, like, introduce some kind of new world government threat, like, kind of warriors that
corny.
we've never
It's too
seen
late.
before?
SSG would be
That's
the
too
only
late.
thing. That's
So it's the
be
SSG
able to
or it's
bring.
going to be the pacifistas, the new and improved pacifistas or some weird shit? But
Yeah,
I'm
but-
going to ask this one on the counter argument. Why is it we assume that they're making contact like that? Because we knew Drake had a way to get out, but from what I understand, the reason that the little snail stuff didn't work like it was supposed to reach outside was you had to be in like certain areas to do it, and that's why they had their own little type of like the little mini the snail cell phones inside of Wano was because they couldn't use they didn't have the technology in Wano to contact the outside world like that.
No, because you go back to Kaido and Big Mom's conversation when she's coming to Wano.
Yeah,
What
they
type
have
of
a comment.
snail-
Yeah.
What type of snail is Kaido using?
Well, that's what I'm saying
It's a bit
is
mushy. Kaido's jamming the signals. Nothing can be
what I'm saying
Wano.
is who do we have right now?
Snail. It's a
Go
black
ahead, go
market
ahead.
snail that he's using.
I get that. But what I'm saying is we know that specific people have some ways of getting out there, but who is sending this information out to the world government to relay what's going on as well as to the Marines is what's going on? Who has that
Bro, the
outside contact?
CP0
It's
ain't-
CP0.
The CP0. That's so.
Well, no,
obvious.
hold on. Do we know for a fact that the
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yes, they got a cell phone,
Guy-
nigga.
In chapter 1044.
Oh yeah, because he knows Blue Scarf because Blue Scarf goes up.
It's
Yeah,
him.
okay.
He literally says that they told him to kill Luffy.
Yeah.
You
All right,
said
so
it
he's
on
gonna
the
report.
record.
So
changing.
All right, so you're saying dude with the mask go report to world government, say, hey, we couldn't take out Luffy, and that's going to get them to send someone.
He's the one who keeps on disseminating he's the one who keeps on telling Blue Scarf and the other and Maha what to do.
I'm not trying to be an
right, but what I'm saying is hold on, from the elders' point of view, they believe that the mission can be left up to the two agents, so they relay the mission to the two agents. If they find out that the two agents couldn't finish the job, they haven't sent anyone else already, so it's going to have to take time for someone to get there.
Wait. Go back to what Rob Lucci said. Rob Lucci literally said, what? What did he tell Blue Scarf when he was coming there?
I don't know that Lucci's coming there, though. I still don't agree with that one.
Bro, answer my question. What did he tell Blue Scarf?
He talked to Rob Lucci.
Yeah, I can't remember that one. I'm going to be rude. I can't remember the exact conversation.
He told him.
That's been a while, bro.
Bruh, he literally told Blue Scarf.
He literally told him that Fujitora is on his way.
No, he didn't. He told them that the plan was that if Big Mom and Kaido are still up, they won't they won't annex it. But if Big Mom and Kaido fall, the world government ships that are arriving there are to annex Wano. Because they don't believe that the alliance will be strong enough to deal with the world government ships.
All right, so ain't those the ships that got took out by Zunisha?
Zunisha hasn't taken them out yet. Zunisha just stayed in the water.
Yeah,
no, I thought when Zunisha pulled up that he swatted that whole fleet of ships.
No, nigga, that was Jack.
Bro,
that's two piece. That's two piece.
Yo, God to be seen. Are you trolling?
No, I genuinely thought that I thought that when Zunisha pulled up, he had already took care of them little ships that pulled up, and that was.
What panel did you see that on?
Because I see Zunisha pull up, and then I didn't see the little ships any other panels, and anytime I see Zunisha, it's just standing around.
They're literally right in front of Zunisha. The guy literally says there's a giant island or something like an island has appeared. He's literally looking at Zunisha.
Oh, okay, never mind then. I guess I did not notice them down there at the bottom like that,
bro. Hey, man, this nigga here, bro.
Hey, I'll be real with you. Sometimes I notice certain things, and sometimes stuff just misses me completely because I don't.
Clearly,
I just don't care about it because I'm like, these people ain't going to be relevant ever.
Let me say this: if you guys are right, and the ships are truly CP0 fodder that they sent to annex this place, then that is a bad writing decision, in my opinion. That you were going to send these weak ass niggas to where three Yonko are fighting.
No, but this
look,
is
Virgo. The last time the Marines, the last time the government and its subsidiaries made actual combat effort against the Yonko, they had everybody there to fight
but they
one.
Can't spare anybody, Toddy,
everybody to fight one. Now they're sending these weak ass niggas to fight three. That is bad.
No,
right.
but it's only if Kaido and Big Mom fall.
Oldbeard was different.
Man.
So this is my question: do we believe
Oldbeard was on their base? Oldbeard
on their base. That's different.
Yes, that's on their fucking base.
Yeah, that's
nigga.
on their territory.
Why are you comparing them fighting on their base to them going to a foreign land?
Well, no,
I'm comparing the act of engaging in combat.
Yes, so
with one Yonko versus three.
Two different things fighting on their own.
I think then the Marines ain't messing with it. It's just the world government that's messing with it, and the Marines ain't got no involvement in Wano.
AFK says in the chat, if no admiral is sent to Wano, then it's trash. I just agree.
Listen. I'm not saying that no admiral is being sent to Wano. But right now,
I thought that's what this whole argument was about.
But I want to know why. That's my argument. Why would one be sent?
If you listen to me, God to be seen. The reason why an admiral is going to be sent is because there's fucking Yonko fighting, and they have a chance to take one down. It's not, bro. What?
I mean, with the conversation, but from the head of the Marines,
Wait,
and the Marines go tell the man, don't mess with it.
This is not hard. This is not hard.
But on panel, we have had the fleet admiral telling admiral, stay away from Wano, and we haven't seen any other order from a fleet admiral.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this, right? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this, and let's get this shit straight, please. Exactly. Do you realize in the current timeline that was 2 weeks ago?
Yes.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is I don't think that they're sharing information with the Marines like that for them to be like, we're going to handle it with that. Well, all right, if they believe that, they would have said something more than just a couple of CP0.
Answer me this.
All right, go ahead.
Realize, yes or no, that conversation that you're alluding to with Akainu and Sengoku about not sending forces into Wano, that shit was 2 weeks ago in the current timeline.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is we don't know that the Marines and the world government are sharing information. We know the world government wants us contained. And I don't think that the world government is going to get the Marines to pull up while they're sending out their forces.
Listen, we don't need to know that the world government is sharing information with the Marines. The Marines have an inside man who's giving the Marines information.
Yeah, I understand that. So you're going to say, then that means the Marines would move without the Gorsei's orders.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you think Akainu would go against the Gorsei?
Yes.
Bro, clearly if there's a Marine in, yes.
And
do we know that
we know he would, because the last time they told him
I don't think they would.
He was grating his teeth. He didn't like that shit. Like the last time that he was coming at them about Doflamingo, and they told him, "Hey, yo,
y'all realize Aokiji disobeyed the Gorosei's orders when he didn't capture Nika Robin, right?"
I mean,
hold on. Let's not pretend Aokiji and Akainu are the same person. Part of Akainu's entire personality is that he is rigid with the rules.
He's a dog. He's loyal. He literally has the title dog in his name.
He's absolute justice. He doesn't follow the rules.
Exactly.
He's a dog that follows the government because he thinks that Marines stand for justice.
Bro,
go ahead, bro. I don't see this man thinking for himself. I see him as a loyal ass pit bull.
He always says, "Go ahead." And
do you realize that Akainu took it upon himself to move Marine HQ to the New World? And it was not a direct
hold on. Do you think that he could have? Hold on. Do you really think he could do anything without the world government like stepping in if they really didn't want him to do that shit?
Yeah, but
if it was against his justice, yes, he would do it anyway.
100%
He's absolute justice.
And I believe there would be many Marines who would side with him too if he decided to get up and be like, hey,
I don't think that he would lead a revolution. Think about his hatred for Dragon in the revolution. And go ahead, my bad.
It's about hierarchy. I do not believe that if Akainu said, "Yo, I'm finna go do this," no, world government is shutting that shit down. Keep it a buck.
I agree, 100%.
And I think that goes against his personality too, because that would be.
There are just as many fanatics as him who would follow him.
Well, hold on.
They would, but they're still.
I understand that, but stop and think about. Go ahead. Not even that. Think about his hatred for Dragon and like what he knows Dragon is like overthrowing like, in his mind order, and like to him challenging order. There's no way he would.
Bro, we're getting off the main point. We're getting off the main point here, bro. We're getting off the main point. Listen,
tangents.
My point with you, Toddy, was that the Marines are not going to be sent to Wano by the government. Because you think Kizaru went into Akainu's office and said, "Yo, call the old boys up and see if I can go to Wano."
No.
Fuck no, he didn't say
That's
that.
not what happened.
He said, "Yo, I'm ready to go right now. You make the call and I'm there."
And he said, "Stand down."
Yes. And Akainu, wait, Virgo, wait.
For sure.
Akainu told him to stand down because they were moving on the Shichibukai. My point in saying to you, you realize that conversation was 2 weeks ago, was to reiterate just that.
But I'm saying I don't think that the admirals of the Marines are going to be involved in Wano or the aftermath.
He wasn't talking to you.
They already are involved in bro.
Because you see Drake, I think Drake was their only one there, and that man got offed.
bro.
Virgo, what were you saying?
Yo, Matt. So my thing is, with what's going on with the Gorosei and their current desperation on wanting to quell Luffy, I don't see it being out of the realm of possibility for them to want to try to send the Marines.
Yes.
That's
I think they can change their mind.
But Virgo, the problem with
all the
Marines
updates
is that you allow the Marines to know who Sun God Nika is.
Thank
They don't
you.
want anybody
that
to
is a
know
problem.
who Sun
I
God
agree.
Nika is.
That is a problem.
Bro, wait.
Hold on. Would merely seeing that form confirm that it's the Sun God Nika fruit?
No,
Hey, hold on.
It's
I wanna
Toddy,
with Toddy on this one because they just found out that a former warlord is with Luffy and they out there warlord hunting, so they might be pulling for Jinbe.
They found out what warlord. They found out what warlord was with Luffy.
Jinbe's a former warlord, and if they're out there hunting anyone who's warlord level.
Jinbe was with Big Mom.
Hey, I would have said he's the same level as Sanji, so he's up there.
What does Jinbe have to do with what we're talking about right now?
Real quick.
We're talking about like the Marines going for warlords, so I'm like,
no, they're literally going after warlords.
Hey, guys, chill out real quick. I do want to stop that point because Jinbe has not been a warlord since after time skip, so we're not even finna go.
What about Law? What about Law?
But we know they haven't gone after Jinbe because Jinbe was under the protection of a Yonko.
I agree. But my thing is that's not what I'm trying to get at. What I'm trying to get at is because the desperation currently going through the Gorosei is why they might send the Marine because they do want to quell Luffy at any single point right now.
Okay, Virgo.
Okay.
Listen, bro.
Yeah.
Listen. The only problem with that is that if they do that, they're gonna have to inform the world government. Or they're going to have to inform the Marines about the devil fruit.
Well, technically that's not true. They'd only have to send a special division of the Marines. Like, so technically,
at this point, everybody knows about the shit.
And then, no, Toddy, they don't.
Everybody on that island would know.
No, everybody on that island does not know what Luffy's devil fruit is, bro. Kaido doesn't.
He doesn't even know what Luffy is. That's why he asked him, "Who are you?"
If their concern is that they don't want Marines to see this shit,
it's not that they don't want them to see it. They don't want them to know. Exactly, bro, if Akainu sees Luffy in this transformation and shit, he's not gonna know. He's not gonna know. Oh yeah, that's the Sun God Nika fruit.
Then no one on Wano knows that it's the Sun God Nika fruit.
That's what I just said.
So what is the concern?
That's what I just said to you.
No, what I'm saying is this.
He said they want to keep it that way.
Exactly.
Look,
they want to keep
it. They want to keep it that way.
Hold up. There's already been inklings of people in Mary Joie knowing about Sun God Nika. Because look, who got in he got in trouble for losing the fruit. A random guard told him about Sun God Nika, right? And then the guard disappeared. Fisher Tiger knew about Sun God Nika. So from being in Mary Joie. So it's known around there. So remember, there are certain Marines who are stationed in the Holy Land. So what Emu is trying to do is keep that information from getting out because it's going to make the rumors true. Because look, if Whitebeard knew about the Lunarians, and Whitebeard is only 72 years old, think about how much more older people know about it who are still alive in Mary Joie. They really do not want anyone knowing about Sun God Nika, period.
Okay, but what you guys are missing a very, very key thing, and that's the fact that no one even knows that this nigga awakened the fruit at all. And that has never stopped them from fighting Luffy and going after Luffy before. So nothing has changed from the time that Aokiji was fucking with the Straw Hats to now. In their mind,
it has changed, Toddy.
In their mind, nothing has changed.
No, it has.
Nico Robin also has to be.
If what you guys are saying, then they could never see Luffy ever. They would never send a Marine ever after Luffy.
Toddy, you think they're gonna risk? They're gonna risk Nico Robin?
Wait, Toddy, what do you not understand? What do you not understand about this is that, like, what are you not understanding that if somebody sees Luffy, they're not gonna automatically know what fruit he has.
They don't even know he's awakened, Matt.
Exactly.
They have no idea.
No, they knew he was awakening. That's why they wanted to kill him.
How did they know that he was awakening?
It literally says, go back to chapter 1037. It literally says
by the time Luffy awakened, Blue Scarf was knocked the fuck out.
Hey,
Ain't nobody up there but him and Kaido.
I don't think they knew he was awakening.
the other guy.
To be honest, I think they knew his fruit from the jump.
No,
I agree.
Emu
that they
knew the devil fruit from the jump. The Gorosei just learned about it.
Are you
That's
sure?
No. Hold on. Do we really think that?
Wait, what makes you think the Gorosei just learned about it? That makes sense.
I want to ask this.
I'm getting kind of tired of getting asked these obvious questions. Go to chapter 1037. The one who they call Gandhi and the one who they call Gorbachev. They said that they didn't even know about it. When they talk about the
some
government,
of them did.
They're talking about the government outside of themselves. They keep on saying the government has been trying to find this devil fruit, not themselves.
No.
Okay, but somebody has to be relaying that information, Madara.
Emu is the one who knows.
Nigga?
It's Emu.
Emu's in that room with them.
That's not
That is hold on. Okay,
it's clearly Emu, bro. Like you're not,
It's
bro.
Emu.
Toddy, you're not this dense. It's clearly Emu.
no, you got
It's Emu
okay,
telling
but
them
you guys are. All I'm saying is you guys are jumping to that conclusion without any evidence that Emu
It's not
brought this. They
without
just
any
started
evidence,
randomly
because who did
talking about this shit.
Bro,
Yeah,
Toddy, who did they bow down to? Who did they bow down to?
Madara.
But Madara, even if they bow down to him, that doesn't suggest that doesn't guarantee that during that conversation that's when he told him about it.
Bro,
that's
they
just a
literally
reach.
asked him, what light do you want us to snuff
Yo,
out?
Virgo got a
They
donut.
literally
Yo.
asked him, who do you want us to kill?
Yeah, but they weren't talking about when they brought up the fruit. They weren't saying that they were talking about the name change. They don't know why the name changed. They knew the fruit was
No. Hold on.
did
They
not.
specifically changed the name to hide the fruit, and they're like, "This fruit's been eluding us, and we couldn't find it."
Yeah, when they brought it up, they were saying they don't know why the name of the fruit was changed, but it has been eluding them. They were talking about.
I thought they changed
that
it.
was the
You're not getting what I'm
scans.
saying,
That was
bro.
the scans.
Jay Hudson, slow down.
Hey, let this man go. There you go,
You're
y'all.
not getting what I'm saying. Go back to chapter 1044 when they're talking about the true name of the devil fruit, and we're getting that dialogue from the Gorosei. The Gorosei keep referring to the world government. They themselves did not know about the fruit. They just learned about this devil fruit. That's why.
See, I feel like that's a stretch.
Hold on, Toddy, let me finish.
Hold on.
That's why
It's
the order
not.
changed from
Don't let him
capture.
finish.
That's why the order changed from capture Nico Robin to kill Monkey D. Luffy, was because they just found out about it.
Yeah, see,
After Wool,
Okay, that's persuasive.
After Wool, let me follow up.
Because the orders did change. Wait, hold on. No. The only thing that's concrete there is that the order changed, and now we can assume that the order changed because the information was just revealed to them, but it wasn't that spelled out.
Why else, Toddy?
No,
Why else
it kind of is. It kind of is because see, if you go to 1037, right?
I'll tell you why it changed. Because remember when them niggas were playing checkers and how the numbers kept on slowly changing and changing until Luffy is actually looking.
We're having a dialogue. Stop.
I'm answering you genuinely though.
Okay, Madara,
Hey, let Wool go. Let
funny.
Wool go, man.
Hold on, I'm answering your question. I'm answering your question genuinely. The checkers are very important here because they were tracking. I'll tell you why. Because they were tracking the status of the war, and for the longest time, it looked like the samurai were outnumbered 10-1, and slowly over time, it became apparent that the Straw Hats are actually in a position to win this. And once that became apparent, that also could be why the reason changed. Because now it looks like, oh, Straw Hats ain't gonna lose. They might win this shit. You got to capture that nigga. So that could also be an explanation for why they changed the orders.
That's fair to me.
Hey, before we go forward, man.
Thank you, Virgo.
Hey, Virgo, you got a dono, bro.
No, wait. Hold on.
I'm well aware. I don't want to move into more conversation.
I know. I was just letting people know.
I just reread 1037, and they were talking about the fruit. They said, no, that's impossible. The fruit is only a legend now, even to us.
All right.
So
I
they
want
knew about the shit.
Yes.
Hey, let me back button on this one, man.
But my point in saying that is that they knew about the shit prior to. It's a legend even to them.
That's what I'm
so
saying.
They knew
like, that shit is not. That Nika
new
fruit is not something completely out of the blue.
Well, hold on. Would they run?
It's something completely out of the blue.
This is something.
It's not.
I'm gonna touch on. Hold on, y'all.
I think it's completely out of the blue.
I want to talk about something outside the Nika fruit.
About this fruit.
I want to touch on something outside the fruit that y'all are not factored in. Do y'all really think?
Don't take the conversation away because we're still in the middle.
No, I'm saying I get where you're going here, but I'm saying Nico Robin is also a factor, and I don't think that they would like tell the Marines go and run the risk of this woman getting like capped up in all this chaos.
Bro, they said that
Nico
Robin is captured at this point. Bro, got to be. Yeah. Bro, what?
They believe this seat. No, hold on. No. Y'all are not understanding that the government doesn't have information just relayed to them like real time, like we're seeing it in panel.
Yeah, man, got to be best
friends. Like that's why I'm gonna go on this. No, hold on. I'm gonna be like this. We know for a fact that they didn't know a lot about what Luffy had going on until he showed up basically on their doorstep and found out that Robin was in their crew. That's when they pulled up on Robin. Like there was a bunch of like stuff that the government has been slack on as far as information wise and been kind of slow on the uptake. So what I'm going to get at is we have this stuff going on, and in their minds, as far as the world government's concerned, the two agents are handling everything. So I don't think that they would be relaying information outside of what's going on to get like the Marines involved in that, as well as like the government involved in it to an extent.
So what's the point? What's the point that you're getting at?
What I'm getting at is whoever the hell is here is whoever had to pull up in the ships. And I don't believe that they had enough information to get them to be worried enough to send somebody powerful enough by now. Y'all are saying, well, situation changed. They couldn't have, like, by the time they found out about some of this information, it would take someone who is actually of status to get there to Wano. That's why I'm still lost on why y'all think all these people are going to be able to pull up, because the government, like, we know that information travels slow as fuck in the One Piece world. And it's like, we also know there's big gaps in information.
These niggas got cell phones.
Well, no, I'm saying we have big gaps. We have big gaps in information,
but it's not that.
No, we do not, and I can prove that because of what happened in Dressrosa with Don Quixote, Joe Flamingo. It was the very next day.
Immediately after he got his ass beat, they knew.
All right, but that's like, see.
Can we get back to Can we get back to the original debate real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm just saying, like, I think there's a factor there.
Okay.
You listen, right? With the Gorosei in 1037, there's a delay in the information they're getting. Whether it's Maha or the other tall guy that's giving them information, there's a time delay. Whether he's waiting to use observation to read as much as what's happening and then giving them the info. But I believe the last bit of info he gave to them was Maha got taken out while also taking out Luffy. But then now Luffy just got up. I don't think that information has been relayed to the Gorosei yet.
Yes, and that was what I was actually gonna
knock the fuck out.
That's exactly what I was going to get at, is you guys started this with the argument they don't want anybody to get there because they don't want anybody to know that Luffy is the sun god Nika. Well, in their information network, the information that he's awakened his fruit at all is completely unknown. They have no idea. So whoever they sent at the beginning,
Toddy, they knew he was Nika. That's why they sent. They knew he awakened the fruit of Nika. That's why they sent.
They did not.
No, they don't.
No, that's why they sent Blue Scarf up there. Well, no, that's why they sent Blue Scarf up there. So then why did
they were trying to stop the awakening?
Stop the awakening.
Hold up, they were trying to stop the awakening. That's why they told Blue Scarf to go in.
They don't know that he's awakened, bro.
Because he hadn't awakened yet. They're trying to stop the awakening.
They don't know it. They don't
know. So they did. Well, hold on. Dude that was down there with the little mask. Hold on. Couldn't he have relayed? I'm just saying, the dude with the little mask, when he felt with it, like observation height, whatever, that Blue Scar got took out by Kaido, and he knew that like Luffy was done, he could have relayed the message to him, hey, Luffy's took care of, and for all they know, Luffy's dead. He couldn't have had time to relay that Luffy back up, or he could relay, hey, Luffy's up and he's fighting Kaido. We don't know the information that the government knows, is what I'm saying.
I have a question.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Wait, because in 1044, Samurai Guard.
Yo, Virgo's trying to say something.
Matt, give me one moment. I have a question for all of you real fast.
No, Virgo, you can't be letting this nigga get off the hook like that.
I can.
No, he can't.
Matt, I know you're gonna remember this. I want to know, like, if they didn't care about it or they didn't know about it, why was there so much emphasis on stopping it?
Nigga, who said that Virgo?
They're saying, Virgo, that they just they're saying that they just found out.
God to be seen. You need to go back and read 1044, bro. You need to go back and read some chapters.
You do. You're missing a lot, man.
Like, bro,
that's
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. The whole thing is a misconception.
Like where this is, bro. I don't know where you're getting this from, bro. Bro, they literally say, hold on. I just had the fucking panel up. It's like in the first fucking pages of 1044, bro.
Yeah.
Literally in the first fucking pages. Bro.
But
page 4.
We know what the government
is. So we've lost an elite agent and made Kaido angry. What was the point? God to be seen. What don't they know? They know that.
All right. This is my thing. They know that they sent Blue Scarf up there to stop the awakening. Do we know for a fact whether or not it's been relayed?
Yes, Blue Scarf relayed that Luffy was knocked out and defeated.
Yes.
Okay.
Either Blue Scarf or the nigga with the yellow on his.
And then Kaido takes out Blue Scarf. Now hold on. Luffy comes back up. We haven't seen the little dude with the mask. That's another CP0 agent. I'm asking, has he relayed the information to the government? Hey, Luffy's back up and he awakened the fruit.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I don't
he
think
has.
so.
Because if he didn't, they would have not known Blue Scarf got wiped out. But my bad.
No, not necessarily.
He told them Blue Scarf went up there and took out Luffy.
I would love to.
All right, Virgo, can you repeat it?
I would love to. Virgo, to answer your question, they're saying. Virgo, they're saying.
Ask it again, Virgo.
Toddy, hold up. I need to know this.
I was going to answer your question.
If they've already have a semblance of the awakening, or if they don't have a semblance, they just found out, right? Why is there so much stress and why they want him to stop awakening so bad if they don't know what's about to happen?
No,
because they want to prevent the awakening period.
The awakening they know nothing about?
No,
they're saying Virgo that they just found out about it. They're saying that the Gorosei just recently learned about it, which there's no evidence for.
Before it happened, they wanted him taken out before it even happened. They didn't even know about it yet. You're telling me that?
No, they did not. But can I say something real quick?
What is the emphasis then?
So they're saying, Virgo, what they're saying is that, remember when they changed the plan in order to capture Luffy? They're saying that they made that decision because they just obtained the information. They don't know what it does, but they're saying that they just found out that that's what his fruit was, and that's why they changed their plan. I agree. I don't think that makes any sense either.
Hold up.
Does that mean that?
Hold up. Let me go.
Let him go, man. I want to fall back.
Chapter 10,044 or 1,044, page 5. They know what the awakening does because they explain it. It says possessing a body with the properties of rubber and fighting in whatever way he fancies, bringing smiles to the faces of the people. They know what the awakening is. They don't want them to awaken it. That's the difference. That's why in chapter 1037, the order changes from capture Nico Robin to take out Monkey D. Luffy.
So they have prior knowledge of the fruit.
So does that mean
no? They're saying that he just
the Nika fruit.
Hold up.
Let this man finish.
Let me finish.
And then I want to touch on the back end.
Good Lord, let me finish. What the One Piece community has been getting at for years is that Emu is immortal. They've been getting at that Emu had the op fruit eternal life operation done on him. So the one who's possibly relaying the information to the Gorosei, who are just figureheads, by the way, they don't really rule the government. Emu does. So Emu has been the one relaying to them who Nika is, because again, when they talk about the government has been trying to get this devil fruit for 800 years, the Gandhi Gorosei is speaking of the government outside of themselves, not themselves.
You want to know why that makes no sense? You want to know why that makes no sense?
Which is Emu. Emu is
it doesn't make any sense because Emu would know what the name of the original devil fruit was.
He knows the name. He's the one who changed it from.
But also keep
to Gum Gum. He changed.
Hold on.
Well, hold on. Keep in mind, Virgo, that a lot of that was headcanon as well. A lot of that is not confirmed. A lot of that is not confirmed at all, and it's all speculation.
Hold on.
That's where I'm finding the issues.
Hold on,
right? Because the backbone of their argument that's reality is the fact that the orders.
The thing is, you might very well be correct. You might very well be correct, but I'm finding issues with it because it doesn't sound concrete.
What's the issue?
It doesn't to me.
No, my issue right here is out of all this, right? Nico Robin can read the well, no. The issue is that Nico Robin can literally read the poneglyph, meaning she knows where the ancient weapons are. They switched off of her and went to whatever Luffy got going on, meaning that the fruit he has, the Nika fruit, is literally more dangerous than whatever the three ancient
we know
weapons.
What Madara said.
It 100%.
I want to know what Virgo has an issue
the
with.
Jewish.
Virgo, what's your issue with it?
My issue is the stress that they put upon that before the awakening came into fruition.
Okay.
Before that came into fruition, there was stress put upon that as though they had prior knowledge, and I'm being told they didn't have prior knowledge.
Okay, and the reason why I'm saying that they do not have prior knowledge is that, again, the last panel of chapter 1037. Let's go back to that last panel.
Okay.
All over again. Let's go back there.
I'm listening.
As a matter of fact, let's read the last 2 pages.
I'm listening.
Sacred Land, Mary Joie, Red Line. This year's, okay, whatever, blah, blah, blah. He said, it's what's unfolding in Wano that makes matters pressing now. Who excuse me, I stuttered. Who could have imagined the battle would become this intense? If we strike, it should be now. I presume we have Nico Robin in custody.
Mm-hmm.
When Kaido and Big Mom are involved in a fight, death could easily come for. Good Lord, I wish I didn't stutter.
You're fine.
Could easily excuse me, death could easily come for anyone, which makes it the perfect cover for this. I'm just paraphrasing. It says all ships remain on standby. What is that? And then this is the dude on the ship. He's talking, and then it goes back to the Gorosei. He says, no, that's impossible. That fruit is only a legend now, even to us. It has not awakened for centuries. It has not awakened for centuries upon centuries. Then the young one says, then why would the royal government bother to give that one specific double fruit another name? It's to erase that fruit's name from the annals of history itself.
I see.
So they are talking because he says the government changed the name. Again, he didn't say we changed the name. He said the government. So that would be having to inform somebody higher than
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily.
No. He's on something.
Bro, but he could be speaking as in us.
No. Wait. Toddy, what do you mean?
Exactly.
I'll explain what I mean. It's just
now that I hear that he's on to something.
Hold on.
I know that he's on to something.
They're the heads of the government, okay? Besides Emu. He's saying the government changed the name. Bro, the government doesn't have that type of power. Emu does.
That's
who he's talking about.
If they say the government, honestly, in my interpretation, if they say
I'm angry about it now.
No. Okay, Toddy, please explain this reasoning to me, please. I'm waiting to hear this.
If they say the government changed their name, then I am under the assumption that it was probably a previous generation of Gorosei rather than Emu himself. If it was Emu that changed the name, I think they would say that Emu changed the name.
I do.
Not the world government.
Toddy, I will be on board with you. I do think it has been alluded to that they were around during the Void Century.
The actual Gorosei themselves, the current Gorosei?
They are the world government.
I do believe so.
Like, isn't Emu and the Gorosei are the world government? Like, I don't think anybody else.
So when the Gorosei say the world government,
they're referring to the Gorosei outside of themselves. That's
exactly like the previous generation.
Well, no, hold on. This is the thing, right? We know for a fact that when Law was supposed to get the op fruit or whatever the hell it was, the government was offering money for it, and they were going to buy it from whoever fucking Drake's father was. Right. And so, like my thing is like, we know if they've had the money, they've lived long enough, there ain't no way that with the money and like the resources that the world government has that they couldn't have got it a couple times and made like forced the little slaves with the little bomb collars with like their families or whatever to make them do the surgery on like the Gorosei. So there is the chance that with like the tactics they have that the Gorosei could be from the Void Century.
I mean, they're over here talking about another great cleanse like they were a part of it. Like
exactly.
Well, not necessarily. You can just.
But
I mean,
you know what's
you can say America's going into another.
You're saying it's just historians.
I'm saying.
Listen, if you read chapter 1044, right on page 4, the Jewish-looking Gorosei guy, he says the reason they wanted to kill Luffy was because the potential future would make them beg for the outcome of killing Luffy now and losing an agent, because he says it's always better to eliminate dangerous variables. So it kind of makes it seem as though each one of them is from like a different how you say, like era, or like each they're not the same age. So they
definitely look. I mean, it's been alluded to that the Gorosei are a lot older than what they appear.
Correct.
Like that's been the case
I think there's like
for I don't know how long.
Not hard evidence, but like a large amount.
Hey, well, that's my point. That's my point.
Reha have like the secret to that with like some kind of medicine thing, and that's why she referred to them as those brats. Maybe she was referring to the fucking Gorosei.
I'm trying not to lose my train of thought. So
Dr. Correa is only 140 something years old though. So
yeah, true.
Okay, I'm glad we took a second to talk about the doctor.
Sorry
but
about that.
Anyway, that's my topic.
I'm sorry. Yeah. If we could, I do have to wrap it up very soon.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. I'm just saying, for me, I need like more concrete evidence than an interpretation of grammar, because them referring to the world government, and that not either including themselves or a previous generation of Gorosei, it's not just because they said the world government did it. It's not. That's not concrete.
Toddy, let me ask you a question. How long do you think Imu's been in power?
Thousands of years.
Who makes the decisions in the world government?
Imu.
Who do the Gorosei answer to?
Imu.
Okay, so even if they're referring to previous generations of the world government, right?
Mm-hmm.
That would still like by default that's Imu.
Imu is still in power. Yeah.
See, that's where I disagree, because
so
I think if they were,
Imu wouldn't be in power.
Toddy, you know, we have to concede that one.
No, we don't,
bro. Okay, here, Toddy.
I can't talk.
Toddy. Let me give you this. Let me give you a break.
Let Toddy get his like what he want to say off.
So it's not as if the Gorosei aren't making any decisions independent of Imu at all. They still call shots. It's just that the final shot caller is Imu. If they say the world government makes a decision, my interpretation of that grammar is it was probably the Gorosei that did it, as in that's a collective body of the world government. If it was Imu specifically, then them in their position, them all knowing who Imu is, they would say Imu made that decision. But regardless of this, the greater point is I am not convinced that they just found out. The Gorosei themselves just found out about the Hito no Mi. The only evidence you guys provided for that is that they changed their plan from capturing Robin to defeating Luffy. When there's also another variable at play, which is just as strong, which is the fact that Luffy is now winning the war. When the entire time Kaido has been winning, now the numbers are in the Straw Hats' favor. That could also be the catalyst for why they decided to switch targets. But there's not enough evidence for me to think that they just found out that he has the Hito no Mi.
Okay, I'm gonna side with you on that one.
I'm not against you on that one, to be honest.
So and also just real quick, if Joe Biden issues an executive order. If Joe Biden issues an executive order that, I don't know, school is free, then people around him, like Nancy Pelosi and Kamala Harris, they would not say that the United States government just issued this decree. They would say Biden issued the decree.
Well,
that's just grammatically. It'd be grammatically weird to say the world government you're referring to one person.
Your argument falls apart because it's not a democracy in one piece.
Exactly, it falls apart because no one knows Emu was the one behind the curtain.
Thank you.
That's because it's called the empty throne.
They're talking in a room where everyone knows who Emu is.
No.
It's not as if they have an audience, guys. They're talking.
Emu is the one in control. Nobody knows that, but the Gorosei.
The Gorosei in that room don't know the Emu's in control.
Hold on. My question is:
they bow down to him. What are you talking about, Toddy? Did you not?
That's my point. Is the people? Hold on, Goddamn Scene, please don't. Because there's trains of thoughts. No, that's not what you're saying. There's trains of thoughts that need to be maintained.
What I'm saying, who talks to the Gorosei? Who has access to them? What level of the government are they?
Okay. Anyway, I'm completely ignoring that. So
no, I'm saying you're referring to them like.
I care what you're saying. Shut up.
Do you think that they're going to be like the Gorosei issued an order that the 5-star, like the 5-star elders were like, hey, we issued an order? No, they're going to be like the world government issued an order.
I have resolved my heart to ignore you for the rest of this stream. So anyway, what I was saying is they were it's just too disruptive. Anyway, the people in that room, I would understand what you're saying if they had an audience. The only people in that room during that conversation were all people who serve Emu, who have all the knowledge in the world who Emu is. So for them to refer to the world government trying to hide it as a secret that it's Emu makes no sense because every one of them niggas know who Emu is. So why wouldn't they say Emu did that? Emu did that.
That is a shonen trope, Toddy, and you know it. It's the same way and how throughout.
And I'm just saying that's a little bit of a stretch. Like you have to reach a little bit to say that that's a fact.
This is good to know that he sits on the empty throne. That the empty throne is a lie.
To say something.
The empty throne is a lie. He controls the world.
Like the Gorosei act on their own until the Gorosei know what Emu want. Bro, like they know how Emu moves because Emu's been in charge, like Toddy said, like you guys believe, thousands of years. So each generation of Gorosei would know what Emu wants. So they don't have to go ask Emu all the time, yo, what do you want us to do? Like to like, you know, to keep you in charge and shit. They would happily make decisions
bro, I think
Emu to protect Emu and to protect themselves. But when things get out of hand or it's bigger than them, then Emu steps in and gives them a direct order. But for example, I wholeheartedly believe they knew Luffy had the gum fruit and they knew the gum fruit was a Hito, but they just never thought Luffy would awaken it because
then that goes against chapter 1037's dialogue. That goes against the dialogue in chapter 1037.
Pirate King season.
No, it doesn't. It says the fruit is a legend to us now because it's never been awakened. Which again Luffy ate it, but that it doesn't mean Luffy could have awakened it. They just don't believe Luffy was going to be the one that was going to awaken it. Because mind you, if Joy Boy was the last nigga to awaken it, that was 800 years ago. And ever since then, they've been chasing it. It's escaped them, and they haven't been able to get their hands on it.
Yeah, some people knew about it because it's been running away from them. But Pirate King season just said, no, it's supposed to be a secret. You never know who's listening. Well, you know what else is a secret? The Hito no Mi. So if they don't want to mention Emu's name,
what about the giant hat?
But there will. Oh my God. So,
I'm saying,
but Virgo, I have a question, Virgo.
If you were the government
Toddy, can I ask you a question, bro?
Yeah, can you wait till after I ask Virgo this question, and then right after you can ask me.
What's up, Virgo?
Virgo, if you were the vice president and you're sitting with the chief of staff, the head of the Senate, the head of Congress, and the press secretary or the White House press secretary. Okay. And Joe Biden just told you that Russia is invading Ukraine. would you guys, after Joe Biden leaves, would you say, "Hey guys, the United States government just said that the Russia's invading Ukraine," or would you say Biden?
Hold on, Toddy. That
doesn't make any
implies
sense.
no. That implies that the public knows about emu.
Exactly, and the public doesn't know about emu.
I would say Biden.
I haven't heard Burger's verse yet.
Right.
But what does it matter if it's not as if the public are in that room? It is only you guys in that room, and you guys all know Joe Biden said it.
I would say emu. I mean,
would you then say that the United States government just said, or would you say that Joe Biden just said?
I would definitely say Joe Biden.
And that's what I'm saying. Grammatically, in this situation, it makes no sense for everyone in this closed room that knows who emu is to refer as emu for some reason as the world government.
Correct.
That's because they're not talking about emu. They're talking about themselves. But gentlemen, it's like I was saying. They can make decisions.
Unfortunately, bring this wonderful debate to a close.
All right. Hey, can we also know that Oda just letting us know that what was it? Zoro is not the vice captain, and that Jinbe is on the same level as Sanji, meaning that Sanji.
Nigga, stop.
Where did you get that?
Stop.
Y'all need to go check out, man. Yeah, go and check your shit.
How did you get that from this chapter?
Can I just say
not from this chapter? No, go read it.
Matt, I have a question for you. Before you say one thing, must you?
Yeah, I do. I must. I must say this. I gotta get this shit off.
Go ahead, brother.
Yo, so how discussions are better and improved is if everybody knows what they're talking about whenever we all come together. So I would just ask and I would implore everyone to refresh yourselves on what it is that you're talking about so that you don't
SBSs, man. The new SBS that just came out.
So that you don't delay the conversation any further.
Matty boy, what? Matty eyes, come on.
Nah, bro, that needed to be said.
Beppo doesn't like getting hot.
No. When we have to derail the conversation to point out obvious shit, that's annoying.
I understand where you come from, bro. I need to do some research.
And then when you interrupt people, to get your shit off, and you're wrong. That really, really derails the conversation and pisses people off. That's all I'm saying.
Because now we have to sidetrack to explain something.
We got to sidetrack to explain to you what happened or how this was. And then it's just like, yeah, bro.
I get where you come from, bro, and I appreciate the advice, bro. No cap.
And also, Beppo does not like being hot.
Toddy, shut the fuck up. How did you get louder?
I'm weak.
I'm talking about Beppo. I'm passionate.
Go away. All right, real quick, $20 donation. Shout out, $20 donation from Lutis Neo. These discussions are a vibe. Also, love you, Toddy. Not why sure he asked the last part. But thank you, Lutis.
I love you too.
You guys have a wonderful night. I love everybody pulling up. Thank you guys for pulling up. I love y'all for real, for coming through.
Thank you for this opportunity, bro. Good luck.
Always, Virgo, always.
You're always
welcome. Never come back.
What?
Toddy's always rude, bro. Love
y'all
you,
have a wonderful night, and I'll catch y'all on the floor.
Hey, I appreciate it, man.
Catch y'all.
Be safe, man.
Y'all be easy. I'm about to be tired of shit at work tomorrow.